fucking Spider-Man.
All right.
It was garbage.
It was literally like the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Fucking greatest movie.
Make
Make sure we're not muted this time.
What are you talking about, Jeramie? Like, this movie was absolutely trash.
It was.
It was trying too hard to live up to.
It was the movie of our generation.
It was trying way too hard to live up to the first movie, which was a visual masterpiece. This movie,
song of our people.
This movie was absolute trash. It never made me cry once at all.
I didn't laugh at any of the jokes. None of the hits, you know. As a matter of fact, I feel like they let too much. James Gunn. I think they let.
Yeah. James Gunn ran too much. He had too much involvement in this.
Yeah, too much.
I actually have no idea who directed this movie, but whoever it is,
it wasn't James Gunn.
I know it's not James Gunn. I know it's not James Gunn. I just honestly have no idea who directed this movie.
If you would have told me it was James Gunn, I would have been like, when did he become black?
I didn't know he was capable of doing something this good.
I was like, did he become a One Punch Man character where he just becomes a black man?
So me and Jeramie just got back from our second viewing of seeing this movie. Like, we saw it once. We saw it once before. The first time I saw it, we both saw it together the first time too. But I was 4 hours into an LSD trip.
Yeah,
and I was
he had that going on.
I wasn't tripping hard at the time, but I was still like losing my fucking mind. Like,
the movie didn't help.
Is that what gave you the idea to get the Sabretooth goatee?
No, I've had this. I actually had this. I had a dream about this, and I was still dating Britt at the time, and I just did it as a goof. And the first thing I did, as soon as I shaved it like this, I sent her a selfie, just to be all just to piss her off, you know, that's what you're gonna look like, you know, type shit. I just did it as a whole goof. But then I go into work, and there's this dude that works in extraction at where I work. He makes the vapes and shit. He's a fucking total fucking rock star, dude. He plays the saxophone and fucking when you see him, he always wears fucking gray sweats, and I'm all like, God damn it, Colin. His name's Colin. I'm like, God damn it, Colin, dude. You just look like you fuck. And then so when he walks past me in the locker room and I'm looking like this, and he's all like, dude, fuck yeah, bro. And I'm all like, I gotta keep it now. I gotta fucking keep it now.
Said it wasn't. You should have just been like, I didn't even shave it. It was from friction.
Exactly. Yo, that's such a good one. You could have.
So that's literally why I look like fucking Irish Wolverine now.
That's why you look like you belong on a dollar bill.
Almost, yeah. No, I can see it. Yeah, I think where's the right suit.
Give him one of those old school suits.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah,
fucking tweed suit.
Out here looking like a cast of Hamilton.
I really like that fucking racist joke because it was below the it was subtle racist cause Jeramie, I don't know if you're familiar, they do a running gag how racist I am.
You're asking Jeramie if he's familiar with racism?
No, he about how you guys just constantly tell me how racist I am. I didn't know if he was familiar with that.
I'm not, but I can gather.
Well, speaking of racism, we're watching a black Spider-Man movie. I guess it's really not a black Spider-Man movie. He's biracial.
He's biracial.
He's still black.
He's biracial. But like normally people always view him as the black Spider-Man. I'm like, dude, like you gotta give his fucking Puerto Rican side some fucking shout out too, man. Like we got fucking he's also our Jaime Reyes too. Like he's not only our Static Shock, he's our Jaime Reyes combined with Static Shock. Because he has electric static shock powers. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit.
I'm dumb. Cancel me right now.
I mean, he's got the things in his gloves that he can fucking just do.
Or I don't know if it's not his gloves. He can do that. He can.
It's him.
That's part of his power.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't hear that he developed that new power. I thought he
you didn't watch the first movie then. Like
I did watch the first movie. That's why I know he can go invisible.
Yeah, he can go invisible, and he has the sparks, the Jubilee.
He's him.
Yeah, he's gonna be joining the X-Men in the next SpiderVerse.
Damn, we already got DMCA.
Just like that.
Just like that. Just like that. Whole copyright claim.
Whole thing's over with. God damn it.
He's like, you're canceled.
That is true though. Like you can just like hum a tune, and then they're like, boom, copyright.
Yeah.
Like really.
If you're on key, they will get you for it. Yeah.
All right, so be kind of off key. Gotcha.
Yeah, you gotta, and sometimes even if you're off key, if they're like, that sounds a little too close.
Yeah, it's too close. You can't
we know what he was trying to do.
Motherfucker. Yeah, nothing nice.
So this movie opens up with like the most beautiful intro of any fucking movie I've ever seen in my entire life, right?
It's a good intro. It's a good recap. It's really good. Not even a recap, but it's really good.
It's a recap of the first movie, but then we're also seeing stuff in Gwen's universe.
Right.
I forget what the number it is.
The false ally.
But like, this universe is super like emotionally driven by its colors, and it like there's scenes where like Gwen's talking to her dad, and like he's like a silhouette, and she's like fully colored, and like
it's really
the conversations they're having during the time with how colors are mixing together, like it's.
They leave nothing to the imagination on the emotion and how much both of them feel what's happening.
Like, literally, this first 10 minutes of the movie, like, we said this in the first WeinerCast where my mic was muted the whole time.
Like, I watched it back and I'm like, wait a minute, is this my volume? Anyway, continue.
I lost my point. And we talked about this segment.
Yeah.
Because this could have been its own fucking movie on its own.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Like without any of the SpiderVerse stuff. Like we could have watched a Gwen Stacy fucking like Spider-Gwen movie like with this plot line of fucking being her on the run of accidentally killing her best friend because she didn't know he was the fucking lizard. Like, we could have watched like that. Could have been a whole movie on its own.
Yeah,
and it would have been beautiful.
And then her dealing with the fact that her father thinks that she killed him, and then her having to like escape capture, you know what I mean? And then like almost getting caught because she's got to sneak back in. It could have been its own fucking thing, and it pretty much was. You know what I mean?
I mean, it kind of was because it does go back to that towards at the end, like, because even in this first intro, like she reveals who she is, and then she like just dips off with Miguel and what's her name? Jessica Drew.
It is just
It's not the same Jessica Drew that you're used to. It's a Jessica Drew from a different universe, but it's still Jessica Drew.
Also, how much of a piece of shit was the dad pointing a gun at his daughter?
Dude,
like, he didn't know what to do. He was so confused. Like, I was my daughter.
He was literally caught in a fucking rock and a hard place, dude. Because like, he honestly thought that Spider-Gwen or Ghost Spider or whatever the fucking name she goes by in this, he honestly thought that she killed his daughter's best friend.
Yeah,
and then he finds out that that's his
daughter.
And then he finds out that's actually his mind
his daughter,
exploded. His mind he didn't know what to fucking do. Like, am I supposed to be a cop? Am I supposed to be a cop, or am I supposed to be a father? Like, I don't know.
She's been lying to me this whole time. There's, you know what I mean, all these different things.
I can see his side. I don't agree with his side at all. I don't agree, but I can see where
I can see him still being upset, but pointing the gun at her still.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a lot.
He wasn't
I
going
can
to shoot
understand
her.
it because I understand how fucking cops are. That's why they did a good job. Because like he defaulted to like.
No, I understand a cop pointing a gun at people, but at their family, like for not a strong reason, like how he thought she killed her friend, and then realizing it was her, it would make him think it's like, oh, she probably didn't kill her friend.
Right.
But this dude just kept the gun on her.
Yeah.
And
but it was going. There was a lot more than that just going through his brain. So he was just,
you're right. Dude, like it. Yeah, it's like he was already had his gun ready to pull on Ghost Spider, right? And then he finds out it's his daughter.
Like he's mad. He's like, is this even another trick? Is that really
but actually, dude, no, Tony might be even more right because, like, he actually might have pulled the trigger if they didn't start webbing that fucking shit around him for fucking Gwen to escape. If they didn't start webbing the fucking, like, the little, like, containment fucking barrier around him.
Yeah, could have.
They would have, because the moment, like, she even tried to, like, make a small movement, the gun was up.
Ready.
Yeah, he was ready to shoot his own daughter.
The tension was so real. I saw the movie twice, and both times the tension is so real. Like, you think she might even get shot when she's trying to even like fucking lift her mask up. Because how like trigger happy we know police are. You know,
it's really real. Yeah, for sure.
And like the reason why this makes it like so much harder, like him pointing the gun at her, is like during the flashback. Before that, like you see them being a happy family with having Peter at the dinner table too.
Yep.
And then like going from that to him willing to point the gun at her makes it a lot more of a difficult scene.
Yeah, because it shows just how far he's gone in this pursuit of what he believes to be his daughter's friend's killer.
They do a really good job of showing like the degradation of like the family dynamic of like throughout like Peter being a big part of the like their family like dinner tables, like Aunt May hanging out. I think even like that version's Aunt May knew Gwen Stacy was Spider-Man because like she does like a wink to her.
Does she? I missed that.
I saw it both times. So we're Gwen Stacy's
Do you think that
dad,
was
Gwen Stacy's dad is talking shit about like Spider-Man. She's all like or Spider Lady or whatever. And and she's all like, well, maybe like she might be even like she might be trying to help or whatever, like or like maybe we could just like drop this, or like it was something like that, and like, and Aunt May in this universe, in Gwen Stacy universe, fucking like does like, or she says something, and she's like, well, maybe we could just like drop this conversation, but then she like winks to Gwen.
Yeah.
So like I think that Gwen, like that Aunt May knows that she's actually like Spider, but like they don't like actually address it.
Oh, this whole time.
In any universe, and that May will be a support system.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, there are times
But Peter also
where she's
knew
all
that
like,
she
"Oh,
was
that
Gwen.
blasted Spider-Man! I hope you're never near him when he's doing those things, Peter. I know you take pictures." Like she was like that, like old school Aunt May back in the day.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah, because even Peter knew. But I don't know if Peter knew that she was Spider-Gwen. Like the whole time.
He did know, and that's the whole reason he took the serum, because he says it. He's like, I wanted to be powerful like you, Gwen, and she's like,
Yeah,
what?
but
Like, what are you talking about? Like she didn't know that he knew.
Right. See, that was the thing. I didn't know if she knew that he knew. Type thing.
He just went out of control.
Yeah. I mean, if he like that, he turned into that universe.
Like,
but that was like its own thing. Like,
is it gonna have to be like in
like
every SpiderVerse movie? We're gonna have to watch a Peter die.
Probably, and like this,
we're training Uncle Ben for Peter.
This is just the
exactly
first
happening.
10. This is just the first 10 minutes of the fucking movie. Like all this shit could have been its own fucking movie. Like this.
What's
like,
cool is that it felt like longer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a
both times we saw the movie, we're all like, "Oh fuck, dude!
invested.
I forgot how deep this shit was."
Yeah.
And then like after like a second viewing, when like Gwen Stacy's doing her like monologue about Miles, like about like she's all like, "Oh, I betrayed him, and I didn't want to," and like she's doing this whole speech or whatever, and it, like with the drums, with the like, oh,
it's so good. It's so fucking
and like Jeramie said that, like when we we were at the theater just now, he's like, dude, I forgot about this. I was like, I did.
How do you forget about that?
because there was so much. Like the movie, like they packed so much into this movie that there were things that like were subtle little things that were like, I wouldn't say easily forgettable, but like they got pushed back because there were other more important things.
But like this actually opening scene is like one of like there's like 5 dynamics of the whole movie. Like there's a bunch of like in like but this opening scene is is the first dynamic of the whole movie. It's about like betrayal.
Yeah.
It's also about like finding your roots, you know, like it's about acceptance of not only like being a part of a group, but also like acceptance of yourself. And like that first speech of Gwen Stacy, like just like talking about this shit, just like emulates all of that in just one, like in just like a few minutes.
Yeah. She does. Go ahead, Toni.
Tony?
All right.
I was just making a joke.
Oh. Fucking guy. Yeah, no, she encapsulates the entire movie. But the movie, I don't know if that means that she's telling the entire story in this movie, because that's what it seems like.
She's not.
Or she was just giving the recap.
She's telling it from her point of view.
Yeah.
She doesn't know the whole story.
It's a
She's
dual
telling it
narration
from her
story.
point of view, and it's still, and from the point of her telling that story, it's at the end of the next movie. Like she's narrating 2 movies. And we're like we haven't gotten to the next movie yet because at the end of this movie, she assembled her new band. She quit her old band. She quit her old band, and now she assembled a new band.
Yep.
With actual cool characters.
Dude, this movie is so fucking beautiful. Like Jesus fucking Christ.
She said she gonna get her man. She said
so fucking after like a good like 10-15 minutes of a fucking shit that could have been its own movie as itself. Now we're brought back to Earth 1610, Brooklyn, Miles Morales.
And there were so many more things, but we'll get to that.
I mean, like
we're brought back to Earth.
We did touch on like Miguel and Jessica coming in and fucking like basically like recruiting Gwen. We got on that.
Well, I meant like later on with Earth 42 and all that jazz. And there was a lot more subtle hints.
No. Hey, we'll reveal shit as the story progresses.
So Spot though, I still say like I didn't know that he was, and the whole theme was that he was the villain of the league, and that's pretty much how he was portrayed in the comics too, right? Like he wasn't really
Spot in the comics is like a pretty much like joke villain. Like he was pretty cool in the Spider-Man cartoon in the 90s. He had like a pretty cool episode, but like other than that, like he's been a joke character.
He's like a guy that has OP powers but doesn't know how to use them.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it's like.
That's what's like.
But
like what Toni just said, like we never would have imagined that like he could fall into his own personal dimension to now give him access to the multiverse. Like that is like Spot. Nobody who's ever done Spot has ever thought of anything like doing anything cool like that.
Sometimes it just takes it right. Yeah, even he didn't do that. Yeah, that's a cool thing, man. Sometimes it just takes a different
that shit was insane
to bring out the most potential that a character might have. Because like that is such a cool concept, dude. He creates his own little fucking portals everywhere.
And how they animate his transition to like from like just being like the Spot. And then like he ran out of holes, and like you can see like the sketch marks in like his drawing design, and like his framework and like they leave all of that fucking just in there. Like it's so like this movie is so fucking crazy, and like I was tripping last night and I watched Chippendale Rescue Rangers. And that movie is so fucking crazy.
Yeah, a lot of those movies are. That movie
has like human trafficking and getting high on cheese, and like there's like an underground like cheese fucking market. Like that movie's so fucking weird. This shit tops that.
What are you gonna say? What's the parallel?
I don't remember. Like what I had something in my head and then it went away.
God damn it! I was wondering what you were doing there. Yeah, too many drugs, bro. It's the brewskis. That's what it is.
It might be the hams. Yeah.
The hams.
The fucking hams.
Yeah, dude. I drink old man beer, Toni.
Yeah, but it's shitty beer.
I love it. I love.
Why don't you drink Bud?
I love shitty beer, bro.
Again, why don't you drink Bud?
Bud?
Yeah.
No.
No.
They charge too much for their shitty beer. They're like, if I'm at a bar or something, like I'll drink it. But like,
all right, that's fair. That's fair.
But like, I could get a 30 rack of hams for like $15 or I could get a 24 pack of Bud for like $25. Like no, we
Oh,
got
yeah,
30
you pay
rack of
$1
hams
beer.
for 15
That
bucks,
one, yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like,
It's a
what are you
lot.
talking about?
What are you talking about? A 4-pack of Bud for $24?
I said
The
24
fuck is
pack.
that? Oh, 24-pack. Okay.
Well, it's got
It's
the
like a-
exclusive like cast beer.
So it's like $1 a beer. That's not
Yeah.
bad.
No,
That's
but
pretty
I could
good.
get a 30 rack of hams for 15 bucks.
That's
For
pretty
50
awful
cents.
beer.
Pretty 50 cents.
See, I'm okay with buying like a 6-pack of beer for like $10.
I mean, it depends on the beer. I have to really like it.
But that's just because it's not a bad beer.
Here's the thing I've been doing. I've been buying the same amount of beer every Friday for X amount of weeks. And now I haven't been drinking as much. And now I have like all this like abundance of fucking beer. Because I still buy the same amount every fucking Friday. Now I have like just abundance. I just have like stacks of fucking hams in my fucking garage.
How about you just slow down, my guy? What, are you trying to build like a tin castle or something?
Possibly, dude. Like I got to prepare for the rapture for sure.
The rapture, and what's going to protect you is fucking
a
ham.
person that's getting raptured. I'm gonna be one of the people that has to fucking fight demons like Guts. Like,
What if? Okay, if the rapture for some reason ends up being real, like that's the everybody's wrong suppositions, or the Mormons even. Fuck cares, right? What if demons come and they're just here to fucking party, bro, and they're not here to deal with the terrible things that everybody thinks, and then everybody that gets raptured ends up bored out of their fucking minds.
well, here's the thing, dude. Fucking Archangel, fucking Gabriel, I think. Like he's gonna gather all of his fucking favorite people on Earth, and he's gonna rapture them, and then they go to heaven. Like
They go to heaven.
They go to heaven
Just-
safely. Everybody else has to fucking like fight in this fucking post-apocalyptic fucking and fight against demons. It's literally gonna
Why
be.
does that have to be the case?
It's literally gonna be like Berserk, dude. Like we're gonna have the fucking tattoo on our neck, and we're gonna have to fight against demons because they're gonna be hunting us.
I doubt it.
But I feel like the people that would go to heaven would be cool with how boring it is over there.
Maybe.
No, dude, heaven gets lit.
What if
dude.
they have
Like,
to do menial labor?
see what's dope about heaven? What's dope about heaven, dude? Like,
I mean, I guess
so
there's
you spend your whole life, fucking like avoiding sin at all costs or whatever. You go to heaven, dude. Fucking, you can fucking sin up your ass, dude. Fucking.
I don't know if that's what they wanted to do.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. Yeah. I'm pretty sure
You get overloaded, bro. Like you just fucking like, bro. Like I can fucking smoke meth and not die. Fucking, bro, sign me up.
Who knows?
I just want to chill.
Yeah.
And maybe every now and then go out and party.
You can do that in heaven, bro. Like you can just chill, dude. Like
Yeah, but I'm not about to go like fucking inject myself with fucking meth.
You don't have to do any of that. I'm just saying if that's something you wanted to do while you were devoting your life to Christ, and now you died and you fucking like you went to heaven, it's like you wanted to smoke meth that whole fucking
I'm not
time.
going
You
to
can
heaven.
do that shit now in heaven. Like
No,
bro.
it's hilarious. You wanted to try it, but you never did.
But if all you wanted to do was just fucking hang out on a beach, fucking boom, but you can do that shit in heaven, fucking bro. Like
I suppose I don't know if
I just want to get to the end of One Piece.
Yeah,
That
that's
happened
one
in
more
heaven.
comment.
that's not gonna happen, bro.
There were never.
That's the only thing that will not happen in heaven. You'll never find out what happens in One Piece, dude. Like, you have to go to hell for that.
What? Oda's going to hell? Fuck. I'm going to hell with Oda then.
That's the rub, right? Holy shit.
That's the only reason I'm not going to heaven, so I can get the ending of One Piece.
You got it so far, but you gotta finish it.
I'm anchoring to your ship, bro. I'm like, dude, yeah, I'm coming with you.
For sure.
I'm just slide down the stairway to heaven. I'm just slide right down it and go right down the hell.
Jeramie just started One Piece.
Yep. I'm on episode
50.
No.
50 seems like it's just like so minuscule to what's been going on.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of One Piece, 50 is so fucking low.
I'm so far behind, yeah. Oh, 54. Yeah.
Oh, look at that! I was so fucking close.
You were close. You were close.
Oh, so you got to you got around some of the best parts of One Piece already.
Oda finds a way to fucking just keep on amping up the scales to where it doesn't seem like it's out of line. Like I know, we have been introduced to there's people from outer space, and it's sorry, Jeramie, for whatever.
Bro, stop! I keep telling you this. Stop spoiling shit for people.
You can't help it. We're totally talking about SpiderVerse. We're on One Piece. Bring it back.
All right. Yeah, let's go back to SpiderVerse. Miles still sucks at being Spider-Man. He's been at it for a year and a half. He's kind of got it down, but he does do a cool ass fucking move against Spot. Well, he's fighting against Spot. He does do some cool ass shit that reminded me of Tom Holland Spider-Man when he was fighting Doctor Strange, when he was using his magic or whatever, and he figured out the geometric pattern of how his magic works.
Yeah.
Miles Morales was able to do the same shit against Spot, where he was able to figure out how his spots were connecting or whatever, and he was able to tie him up or whatever, so then he could make it to his parent-teacher conference or whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
Was his counselor meeting? So
Counselor. Whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he ties him up while he's still in his holes.
Yeah. All the holes are attached. That shit was sick. I was all like, dude, that's just like fucking Tom Holland, bro. You did it, bro.
Here. And then he's like, yo, and he finally got to the counselor's fucking meeting. He's like, yo, I want to go to fucking Princeton. You know what I mean? I want to be where they can teach me how to do all this cool shit, so I can maybe go, figure out how to travel through dimensions. You know why he wants to do that? His parents don't know. And his dad's like, oh yeah.
And also, he doesn't really know yet. He at the time he doesn't know that there's a whole fucking universe of spider people. He knows there's his 5 friends. Nicolas Cage and Spider-Gwen, he knows that.
Yeah, he knows that.
And that's his main motivation of wanting to go to Princeton. Is he's
to go see his fake friends.
Yeah, go see his fake friends, Gwendola and Ben.
Peter B. Parker.
Peter B.
Oh, Peter, yeah, Gwendola and Peter,
yeah. But he wants to go see them. But that's also, you remember Hobie was like, yo, just make your own. What are you talking about? And fucking Miles was thinking I'm crazy, what do you mean make my own? I'm not able to do that yet, You're like, no, he can. When you think about it, that's his whole goal in the first place. Hobie made his. You know what I mean? How did Hobie make his?
Every mention of Hobie is funnier after the second viewing.
Hobie was
or after the first viewing. You see the movie the second time. Every time Hobie's name gets brought up or whatever, it's so much funnier.
I mean, yeah.
But like this, like I said this in our first discussion, like if I found out Hobie was the person that was like the side dude, like fucking my bitch, like, dude, she gets a pass, bro. Like it's fucking Hobie, bro. Like,
oh, would you really be mad?
I was like, yeah, he's cool as fuck, dude. I get it.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd be like, man, bro, like, really? Like, I guess I understand why. I'm saying, like, did you have?
I mean, that's pretty much Miles' stop point throughout the entire thing. I'm like, damn, this guy is fucking cool.
Yeah.
You even cool under the mask? I was,
yeah.
I was like, but
hey, we get introduced to Spider-Man India, which has a way cooler design than he ever did in the fucking comic books. In the comic books, he was just like Spider-Man with white pants. Like,
yeah,
so like,
the comic book version is so like plain. I hate to say plain, but I don't know the big term.
I'll pull her up, man.
Not that he's not badass. He's alright.
No, in the comic books, it's so bad, dude. Like,
yeah, is it? But in the movie, like, he's fucking
no. In the movie, like, his design is sick, dude.
He's killing it.
In the movie, his design is sick, bro. Like,
Spider India.
And
bro was cool. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
like, so like this is what he looks like in the comics. Like, he's a Spider-Man with white pants and like and like sandals.
Yep. No, they really.
And then we get this motherfucker. That looks fucking sick, bro. Like, that is a sick ass design.
That is.
They really were like, you know what? The comic book design is kind of trash.
Right? Why is he wearing these red booties? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Now we're gonna redo this. Like, for sure. Like, they did him justice.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they did a lot of the Spider people justice.
All right, so like at this point in the movie, like there's like a really important like family dynamic because like Miles, like what he was skipping on the thing. We find out he gets a B in Spanish, even though he like can like he can't speak Spanish.
He can speak Spanish.
Like maybe a few words.
English.
He
takes like 5 classes.
I think he can like understand it more than he can speak it.
He can understand it, but that doesn't mean he can speak.
Yeah. So like, so he gets a B in Spanish, and that really pisses off his mom and his dad. Not really his dad, but like his dad is pissed off that like now he knows that his mom's gonna be pissed off.
Yeah,
he's like, are you fucking kidding me, bro?
He's like, bro, I even said to Jeramie, mom every now and then.
I even said to Jeramie, I was all like, dude, like, at that moment, dude, like, I pictured that motherfucker as Joe, like, your stepdad.
Yeah.
I was all like, dude, I can see Joe fucking being on some shit like that. If your mom happened to be Hispanic and you had to fucking be in Spanish. And he's like, fucking kill me.
Totally
Like, you're
like
gonna
that.
get me fucking killed. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. That's exactly how that would be. Because he was never really mad about me having C's or B's or anything. Mom was. He was just like, it's whatever. Do you think?
He had high grades in everything else, and then Spanish.
But
it was all like, I'm like, bro, like you should know how to speak. I know your mom has fucking yelled at you, and just obscenities. If you I know your mom has yelled at you in Spanish, and you at least have to know that shit. Like,
yeah, you better know that shit. So yeah, so that whole dynamic was fucking fun. But then he tells him, yeah, no, I want to go, I want to learn about dimensional portals, motherfucker. Like, and then Spock gets out and steals an ATM again, finally, and fucking so he has to dip.
We find out the spider that bit Miles in the first movie was directly transported from Spot.
Universe 42.
Universe 42. And like
there's
even scenes. I didn't see it the first time we were watching the movie, but like there's a scene where like this shows like the spider was supposed to bite Prowler Miles.
Yeah.
Earth 42 Miles. It was supposed to bite that Miles.
Right.
But it got transported like right before it fucking bit him. And it got transported to fucking Earth 1610.
Yep. So that universe had no Spider-Man. And he became the Prowler instead.
Yes.
But was he always supposed to become the Prowler? Or like who was the Prowler before?
So in the comic books, here's a fun fact, dude. I was telling you about this during the movie today.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact, dude. The Prowler in the comic books, the first original Prowler, he was a dude named Herbie, and he developed his costume or whatever to be a hero, but he realized he wasn't going to get any notoriety from what he was able to develop, so he developed the Prowler to be a villain to like cause crimes, and then he would go and then solve them to then get notoriety or whatever, like. And so Herbie,
like Syndrome,
kind of. And it came into a point where like he did eventually become like a good guy. Like he was not like the Prowler was never really a bad guy, but it was the origin of the Prowler was this dude named Herbie, and Herbie now in this movie is Spider-Punk.
Yeah. Hobie.
It's Hobie. That's Jesus fucking Christ. I was trying to.
You're saying Herbie.
I was saying Herbie the whole time.
The whole time.
His name was Hobie. His name was like Hobie something. I don't know exactly, but like you can look this shit up, dude. Like he was never really like a bad guy until the Ultimate Universe.
Well, that's like Miguel O'Hara. I thought he was a vampire fucking Spider-Man because they were calling him a vampire Spider-Man in the movie.
Well, no, so even Miguel O'Hara, like even in the comic books, he is a synthetic Spider-Man. Like he got injected by
the spider DNA.
The spider DNA that was synthetically created by like what they assumed the OG Spider-Man's like genetic makeup was.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So Miguel worked for Alchemex, and he got somehow I forgot the details.
I wonder if they're gonna have
he got mixed in with this concoction, or that, but they didn't know that he was the one that got the spider powers at first, or whatever. They just know he might have been a possibility, and he gets his costume from like it's there's like a Day of the Dead, Day dos Muertos fucking celebration going on, and like someone like that has like this costume, whatever. He just like buys it. Whatever, fucking like that's his now that's his Spider-Man costume, whatever type shit.
I mean, he doesn't even.
And that's why his like Spider-Man thing looks more like a skull.
Yeah,
and a spider at the same time. Like in the comic books, it doesn't do that really in the movie. It kind of does in the movie.
It kind of does a little bit, but not. Not that much. Yeah, it's more spider-like for sure. Anyway, Miles has to dip, and he fucking goes, tries to get Spot again, and fucking that's when we learn that Spot is his nemesis.
I am your nemesis.
It's like, what are you talking about? That doesn't even make any sense.
See, like that shit looks like the fucking Punisher's skull.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there.
That shit's sick, dude. I've always
What was
loved
he
that.
injecting
I've
himself?
always loved this fucking design, dude. Like, oh.
Oh, yeah, it's like a mixture of Spider-Man, Spawn, and the Punisher.
Dude, yeah, dude, yes.
Well, I mean, isn't he like a little bit more brutal than?
It's all of the fucking 90s edginess in one fucking dope character. Fucking like boom.
I mean, it's like Riley.
And how they poorly. I'm gonna get to this later. I gotta use the bathroom.
I mean,
but how they do my boy Ben Riley. I'm gonna get to this later.
Look what they did to my boy.
Poor Ben, he was nothing but emo the entire time.
The entire time.
He was just like fucking sulking in the background every time.
I'm currently suffering from a memory. It's pretty hardcore right there. It was pretty gnarly. Yeah, fucking. Oh man, Ben Riley is fucking hilarious in the movie. How they portray it. I feel like it was like what they did, like that.
Yeah.
How he actually should be, but so yeah, we figure out that Spot is actually Miles' nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
Like he made Miles because he was the one that summoned the spider, and
Miles made him.
Miles made him with a bagel. That's all it took.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And that conversation with his dad was like great too during the fight.
That whole thing was pretty good. And the phone call, and he's like, I'm kind of busy right now. I'm talking to Rio. Yeah, that was pretty good. But the whole conversation during the fight and then after the fight, just gotta give him some wings, man. Spread his wings. You know?
That's why he's like, I don't know if I can have these conversations with my son while he's having it with his son.
Exactly. Doesn't even realize he's getting the catharsis he needs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was so good.
Yeah. That worked out. I'm glad that's what happened. Like on the first go around, it still hits just as hard on the first go around as it does on the second. Like you notice more. You understand more about what's happening. Beyond like everything that's been happening so fast at that point, now that you've already seen it, like fucking, it's easier to dissect everything. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, it's definitely more hardcore. Like the entire time. And the thing with the cakes, though, like,
so where are we at? Where are we at?
I just started with the cakes.
No, so no.
Okay.
So before the cakes, dude, there's the scene where after Miles and whatever fucking defeat the Spot and he falls into himself. Miles Spider-Man is talking to his dad. He's all like, "Yo, man, like, that was pretty cool, man." Like,
we just talked about it. We just talked about it. My God.
You just talked about it. I should have mentioned though. Okay, so when Spot was inside of himself, right? Because I think that happened before.
Yeah.
These things, right? So he's inside of himself, and he peeps into the Lego Spider-Man verse. That Lego Spider-Man then goes and tells O'Hare, like, "Oh, hey, yo, we got a fucking problem, bro." That's what that scene was.
Because Lego Spider-Man is he's like an important Spider-Man. He
tells Lego Spider-Man. He gets the only compliment ever to any Spider-Man, to Lego Spider-Man.
But the funniest shit, J.K. Simmons is J. Jonah Jameson in every single universe.
Yep.
In this fucking in every single universe, you hear his voice as fucking as
After the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, like there's no other J. Jonah Jameson.
No, yeah. They cannot.
I'm pretty sure he was the voice actor in the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon as well.
He was also in the video game.
He was in the video game, yeah.
Shit, that's dope.
He came back in the MCU.
Yeah. He's done pretty much every
like,
J. Jonah.
You see him in the Lego universe. You see him in the Lego universe. He's like, you see him in the background bitching, whatever, and you hear his voice. And then like there's this other instances where they're like just like kind of like skipping through universes or dimensions or whatever, and you hear his voice. You're like, Spider-Man, like you, it's always him.
Yeah, he's on the screen on the outside of the.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like
I wonder if they'll do the new Spider-Man, with what's his name, Tom Holland. Like, have you already seen him?
Yeah, he's on there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was like an InfoWars type of guy.
Yeah.
He was all like, he played the footage of Mysterio while like, Spider-Man is Peter Parker.
Yeah,
you know, like
Spider-Man makes the frogs gay.
Yeah. That's what Spider.
Oh my God.
That's whatever a spider does.
They do. That's dope. Yeah, you're right. He is J. Jonah Jameson. I wouldn't be surprised if they went back and retconned the old animated series.
No, I don't know who played him in the old cartoon, but that dude did a good job. And I think J.K. Simmons emulated the old cartoon. And he did that shit to a T. Yeah. Like and that became the standard.
Yeah.
You know, like I really that's what I think what happened.
And all they do is just give him a new design.
The dude who did it in like the 90s cartoon was like perfect. And then like this dude came in and did like live action with the cigar and the fucking that became the standard of how to fucking be.
Yeah. I just recently watched this shit where fucking Spider-Man in the black suit goes to fucking Jameson and he fucking breaks his hand.
You gotta have the right growl in your voice through like you have to time it per like Spider. See, I can't even do it. Like, Spider-Man.
Get me pictures of Spider-Man.
I can't do it. Dude, no, you can't do it either.
It's hard to do.
Get me pictures of Spider-Man.
No, you suck worse than
tough.
both of them.
It's a tough one to do.
It's a tough. Yeah, I can't do my voice too well though.
You gotta have the growl with the up pitch when you say spider. When you say spider, you have the growl with the up pitch.
You have to have like a certain amount of pace for someone in order to do that.
Yeah. For sure. I don't know why Jameson hates him, but he does. You feel it in every fucking line.
Dude, it's for his journalistic integrity. He literally believes Spider-Man is out there fucking causing havoc and terrorizing the city. Like he truly believes that in his own mind. So when he's like, I need this fucking dude, he's serious. Like he's
so when they portrayed him as an InfoWars guy, like fucking Alex Jones, it's really spot on.
Yeah.
It's pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Except for he has his
own. Where are we at in the movie?
Lego Spider-Man.
Yeah, Lego Spider-Man.
With Spot fucking.
I imagine. I imagine like Lego Spider-Man moves like Levi Ackerman, and that's how he became like how he fights Titans. I imagine that's how that Spider-Man fights, and that's why he's considered one of their best.
You know, I wouldn't doubt that. Yeah. Plus, being as strong as he is, and yeah.
Like you could like be on some like master builder type shit.
That too, on top of the building shit.
Yeah,
Right.
like yeah, that Spider-Man could be really OP. Like if you really think about it.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna get like some more of Lego Spider-Man like in the second movie.
There's heavy rumors that Toby and Andrew and Tom are gonna come into the next movie.
Well, there was also like rumors that they were gonna be in the first one, and like the thing about them was that they were just mentioned.
They didn't mention Tom like right away in like the first. Like,
But that's what they
whatever,
considered their
20
cameo
minutes.
into the movie. They're mentioned.
They're
They could be them just getting mentioned again.
But I'm saying like it's rumored that they are actually gonna be in the Beyond the SpiderVerse movie.
But that's-
But
they were also rumored to be in this one.
Not as heavy hitters, but like just like a swing through.
I mean, you consider they did that in this movie. You know what I mean? Even though they just showed past clips.
Yeah.
Unless you're saying like they're gonna have like actual cameos. You know what I mean? Which I don't know if they're gonna do something like that.
They're probably gonna do the exact same thing that they did with this one.
Like I don't know why. Who Framed Roger Rabbit was the shit. You know what I mean?
No, like
Disney World was the shit. So you
What-
can't
no,
have the animated
what-
movie.
what was being said? What was being said is there's going to be a part in the movie where all the animated people go into a real like. So then like you'll see like Tom Holland, he'll be real life, but he'll be like interacting with animated fucking like Miles. Or whatever type shit.
Oh, did you guys notice that Spectacular Spider-Man was in this?
Yeah. He has direct dialogue to like it's like fuck you Miles type shit like. What do you? Yeah, because like there's a part where like they're cornering Miles, like you can't go back home type shit. And Spectacular Spider-Man steps in and is all like, yeah, like I'm with them. Like,
I was disappointed in Spectacular Spider-Man because that was like my favorite animated series.
And that's out of character for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really wanted to emphasize like how against.
Yeah, that's
Miles
really
they
what it
were.
was. Like, because all these Spider-Man are supposed to be against whatever fucking Miguel is talking about.
The
But
only
they're
two
all
that
like,
were-
but like,
Was the one with the only ones that weren't were the ones with the Avatar and fucking Hobie.
Hobie was the guy.
Hobie just.
Hobie's man. He knew the entire time.
The entire time, like I was
not with
noticing
it.
more on the second view, where like, there was the dialogue where like Hobie, you're not helping or whatever. And he's all like, yeah, good, and like and whatever. But it was like such like quick witty dialogue that was happening while
don't
there
even
was like
notice
action going on.
Taking the shit
And
on
you
the
could, like miss
establishment.
it. You can
Yo,
miss it
I
real quick.
respect you.
And on like the first viewing, I was on hallucinogenics. So like I really couldn't grasp everything that was the second viewing. Like all the little fucking just like quick dialogue that Hobie has that's like against the establishment. Even like when he's holding Mayday Parker, when he's holding the baby, and he's all like, I congratulate you for shitting on the establishment or whatever type shit. Like,
Yeah, he was
he's
fucking cool. He's like, oh yeah, she's an anarchist because she's out there fucking calling all this shit. They're like, she's doing whatever the fuck she wants. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck this. This is dope. But yeah, Hobie was the only one who knew how it was gonna be flipped.
dude,
And he
like
had it all planned out.
But I also think like he kind of would have been stuck still doing Spider-Man shit, but until It was
Think back to
Miles.
Miles.
Miles
Yeah.
was the one who inspired the non-believers of the canon. Like there were people. They were all like they were skeptical, but then when Miles broke free and started doing his own thing, that's when Hobie's all like, yeah, I quit, fucking boom. And then that's when Gwen was all like, yeah, you know, like this shit's kind of fucked up. And like,
nah, I mean, she was torn.
Peter was like, dude, like you could tell, like he was caught in a rock and a hard place. He didn't know what to do.
Like, I mean, I know we have to go through this, but at the same time, like Miles is Miles, dog.
Yeah, Peter's all even like you are the one who inspired me to even like want to go through with having children. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's be pals about this. And he's all like, dude, if you were my pal, you
wouldn't want me to allow my dad to die. What kind of
Spider-Man would I be if I didn't try to save my dad? Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's the point. I guess that's the whole point. So I don't know. There's motherfuckers that were torn. Even what's her name? Amy? The anime Spider-Man? The Mecha Spider-Man?
Oh
yeah. Damn, why am I forgetting her name?
The AI Spider-Man.
No, that's Spider-Bite.
Yeah. That's Spider-Bite.
What,
No,
what's
I'm
the
talking about the Mecha one. The anime one. From the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, eh.
Even like Peter looked at her like, you too? And she was like, I'm sorry, Peter. I'm sorry, Miles.
Yeah. She did. She straight up. They were all like, it's gotta be this way. But he was like, no, fuck that. I feel like Spider-Man Noir wasn't. I feel like Spider-Man Noir was probably one of the ones that they just kind of left to his own devices.
He wasn't really there.
He wasn't at all.
Yeah.
But
either was Spider-Ham.
Well, Spider-Ham was there.
They're all gonna like.
Well, like at the end, but like
they use this movie.
Like, you gotta allow.
They use this movie to introduce a new cast.
Yeah.
And then they're using the next movie to use both of those casts and introduce
both
not
casts.
Introduce, but bring them together in the next movie.
Yeah.
And
Which
they're
I
gonna
have
be.
to say, Miles Prowler is going to work the old team when they get to Earth 42.
Yeah.
And
then the new team includes Hobie. That's cool.
It does.
I'm not surprised Gwen didn't ask Spider-Bite. She was jealous as fuck.
Yeah.
The way Miles was talking to her, I was like, "Do you, Miles? Do you?"
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'd be jealous as fuck too. But then, like, as soon as I met Hobie, dude, I'm like, yeah, I get it. You can fuck my bitch anytime.
You can have Hobie. I'll go take Spider-Bite.
I'm like, dude, I guess she's both our fucking girlfriends now, dude. Like, I don't know what to do.
Go for Spider-Bite.
She asked about Spider-Bite. Spider-Bite was in the lineup.
Yeah.
Gwen knew. Gwen knows. Mm-hmm. She knows what she did. She's in the doghouse. She fucked up.
Yeah. She left a toothbrush at Hobie's house.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You can't be doing it. Anyway, all right. Where were we?
You out here leaving your hoodie and your toothbrush at another man's house.
And wearing his chucks? Dog, come on.
Yeah, she was wearing his chucks, bro. Oh my god.
Why y'all got the same size feet anyway? What's going on?
When you first see her, she's still wearing her fucking ballet fucking like
shoes.
Slips.
Yeah.
Or whatever, dude. And then and then once she's kicking it with Miles, like she's wearing them fucking chucks, bro. Like,
Hey, be like that. She's gone.
And then she comes back, starts flirting with Miles again, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then the mom is like, not a white girl.
Dude,
she was though.
Dude, that's what happens. Dude, like you get out of a fucking toxic relationship, and then like you know, like you have a fucking opposite. Like you have a person you're attracted to that you know is non-toxic, and you fucking just fucking I'm like, yeah, our shit could work out with them, dude. Like they're not toxic, but they know that you're still fucked up from your other shit, dude. Like they want nothing to do with that type of shit. Like no, we're fucking pals, and you're gonna fucking try to persist. That shit happens.
Like no, we can be a thing. We got this. I'm ready now. You're not ready.
No, go away.
No, you need to take that. Exactly.
Take that out.
You need at least 72 naps before you fucking start.
Indeed, Fred. Are necessary. Yes.
Oh man.
No, but,
I felt so bad for Miles because you could tell in his face he was like, "Damn."
Yeah. Well, in all of it.
Yeah.
He kept getting like all the damn moments. Like, yo, I'm finally being with my homies. Oh shit, they trying to trap me.
No,
damn, bro. Like,
but here, even the build up before. Even the build up before this, like, so we got to the cakes. You said you got to the cakes when I went to the bathroom.
We just started with the cakes.
We went to the cakes, and
they were messed up. It was sucks, and they said, "I'm not proud."
I'm not proud.
Which you missed the first time, but like, yeah, that was
so like I didn't see that the first time. Like I just
felt
saw
so
that
bad
it was
for
just
Miles
like
when
I
they
just
said
saw that it was
that.
like spoiled fucking letters. I just saw there were spoiled letters. And then when like me and you were doing the discussion with the mic muted,
yeah,
and you revealed to me that it said like I'm not proud. Like I was still fucking like on the mind of my hallucinogens and shit too.
Yeah.
Like when you said that shit to me, I was like, dude, like my mind was like blown. I was like, oh my god, this movie's like so much deeper. On a whole other fucking level.
Yeah, like there are layers to this movie.
There's layers. Oh my god, this movie is like the fattest fucking onion, like that you can fucking find in the produce section.
I felt so bad because he made like a 2-page essay.
Exactly.
Like 2 cakes on
he didn't. Yeah, like he was only supposed to get the 1 cake, but like he earlier made a joke about like you can't have your cake and eat it too. But he's like, if you get 2 cakes, so now he bought 2 cakes to get the message across. Just to fucking reveal that he's not proud of his dad.
But the message.
But he got 2 cakes. He was like, yo, this is what I was supposed to say.
He got 2 cakes and double the fuck up.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my god. If he would have got the 1 cake, he could have flipped around. Dude, no, this is one of the funniest moments. This is one of the funniest moments in the fucking movie. When he's trying to whip around, he sets the cakes on a taxi. There's a dude that's stealing all those fucking Jordans. He's fucking running towards Spider-Man. He sees Spider-Man, and he just like casually just turns around and starts running the other fucking way.
He does. He's like, you don't see me. I was supposed to be doing this. You know? He's like, I'm gonna walk with confidence. And he's not gonna let me. He's gonna pass.
And Miles is just like, really, bro?
And then he gets his taxi stolen. Fucks up the whole fucking case. I don't know if that's what fucked up the case.
I'm sorry. That fucking scene with this how it's animated and it's so like it's done so like realistically. If like Spider-Man was a real person and like he saw that, he just whips like it's so fucking.
This little motherfucker, goddamn, bro. Like, now I gotta come over here and tie you up. I'm trying to get home, bro.
I'm crying right now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
it was good though, man.
Really,
So do you
like
guys
that's
think the
literally
taxi
one
or
of
the
the
web series
funniest
ruined the
fucking
cake?
like. And there's multiple scenes like that.
I think it
There's
was
multiple scenes like that throughout the movie
movie.
where they just have subtle Spider-Man humor, and you just have to be paying attention to get it. And it's like,
There's a lot of subtle shit that you can miss easily. I know there is more that I caught on the second time around than on the first time. But I think there's a little bit of both with the cakes. I feel like it was the taxis taking off, and then it was after that, like him.
dude, no, like that whole scene is funny as fuck, and it's also dark as fuck because at the same time, that's when Miles' dad is giving his fucking speech. It's all at the exact same time. Like he's all like, "I'm here for my wife," you know, like this is the best. Like, and then
and my son.
so it's cutting back and forth between like Miles like desperately trying to fucking get there,
and we see how much the life has like taken over his time. You know what I mean?
It's hilarious and it's like dark at the same time, dude. It's so beautiful. It's beautiful.
I wouldn't say that it's dark. I'd say that it's unfortunate because we've seen how it works, like sacrificial.
But like we shouldn't be laughing. That's like I feel it's dark because we should not be laughing at the shit that Miles is going through to get to the fucking party, even though it's hilarious. Because we love like slapstick and whatever, and the whole point of being Spider-Man is like you're doing the best you can despite letting everyone down. That's like that's part of the key of Spider-Man. Like
you're still doing really awesome shit. You're doing the best that you can, and you're still letting people down. Letting the people that are the most important.
Like
down.
you're literally like saving the universe, but like you're like you missed your fucking grandfather's fucking 68th birthday or whatever dumb shit.
You thought you had enough time to do both, but like in reality, you did not. She have poor time management skills, or she just doesn't work that way. You know?
Watch his dad not get the promotion if it's a different Captain murdered.
I want him to not take the
So he was gonna get promoted 2 days from the party. We got to a point where the murder hadn't happened yet. So when Miles was trying to go back home to prevent the murder, he went to the Earth 42 universe instead of 1610 universe because of the spider and his DNA, whatever, transferred him to 42 universe.
Right. I mean, that's
so now we have Gwen. Yeah. Now, like Gwen and whatever her team are there looking for Miles, but they just found out they're in the wrong universe. I think they're gonna prevent.
If you notice,
Miles' dad from dying.
I don't know.
And then they're gonna fucking go and save Miles.
I don't think that's how it's gonna work. I think they were still in the same day, so they have 2 days from the time Miles escapes to get him back.
So they have maybe a day and a half.
So the movies are taking place within the span of days. Is what it feels like.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So from the ending of this movie, they maybe have a day, maybe a day and a half, or a half a day.
A day and a half.
Because they should have 2 days. Because they said 2 days after the party. And
because you got to keep in mind the end of the movie is the same day as when the party ended.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So they still have the 48 hours. But in those scenes, Gwen, her spider sense keeps going off, but it goes off in time when Miles is getting fucked over in Earth 42. She's in tune with him in a way that I don't think she fucking knows yet. Because it wasn't her head.
There is that. There's that.
His head. You know what I mean? Like, she could feel it. Miles couldn't. Because we have that theory. You have that theory that like Miles can't make himself like he doesn't trip his own spider sense, like how Venom doesn't trip his spider sense.
That's why like when his version of Prowler, when he fucking sucker punched him, like his spider sense didn't go off because it was himself of like it's like some like Venom type shit.
Yeah, it's on some Venom shit. I don't know if that's the case.
That's what I'd like to assume.
I think,
because like these movies like really make it known like how the spider sense like works. Like they do a good job of animating the spider sense and fucking like how the characters react to the spider sense. Like
I don't know.
So for Prowler, for Miles Morales Prowler to fucking sucker punch Spider-Man Miles Morales. Like, I think his spider sense can't work on his own like interdimensional self.
I don't know. I like that theory.
I like it too. How do you feel about it? It makes sense. It makes sense in Spider-Man logic.
I would assume because it was technically himself. And another reason for it is that it was the version of himself that was supposed to get bit by that spider.
Oh, true. True.
So, like, why would the actual person that was supposed to get those powers trip off that spider sense?
True. Fair enough. I didn't even think about that part. What do you think about Gwen's fucking spider sense being tripped during all of those scenes, where Miles should have went off, but instead we see Gwen's going off?
I would assume it's similar in the sense of how like their spider senses go off when they're near other spider people, where they're technically not in the same universe, obviously, but it's more in the sense that it was going off because they were technically in the same vicinity, but in a different universe.
They were in sync in a type of way.
So they were in sync, and because she was looking for specifically Miles, like probably like the other Miles was just setting her off.
Okay, I feel that. I like that explanation as well. That's good.
Like, so like. On the second viewing, like I knew the bamboozlement at the time, like I noticed the Easter eggs that even like led to like, no, Miles is gonna get transferred to when he goes home, he's not gonna go to the right universe.
Yeah.
But then like I remembered the second viewing. Now I remembered scenes that even like increased the bamboozlement, because when you see like Miles at his new bedroom, and he's talking to his mom, his 42 mom, and then like then it cuts to scenes where like Gwen is like outside of the fucking bedroom, like listening or whatever. So like you think they're all in the same universe.
Yeah.
But
there's subtle differences. There's subtle differences between the room.
Yes, that's how this movie does this shit masterfully. Like, it's like every universe has its own color pattern, or fucking how they frame shit, or every universe is stylized differently, and that's the key point of how like to not get fooled by the bamboozle.
Yeah. I mean, I found it trippy when at first I thought she was listening on the conversation of Miles with his mom.
Yeah,
and then we find out that she's actually listening on a conversation between Miles and the dad.
She doesn't listen in.
No, it's the dad and his mom.
That's what I'm saying, like the mom and the dad.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't listen to them until she goes into the room.
Yeah, true, you're right.
The scenes that we see is we think she's listening in on Miles and his mom, but it's not.
It's not.
Then she speaks in and she hears his mom and dad talking. It's like, oh fuck. And that's when she put those on his hoodie and like, I'm gonna go find him. I'm gonna go find my man. I fucked up.
Dude, like
I got this.
As
though.
parents,
That's what happened.
as parents, I would be pissed to see this gal walk out of my son's bedroom just wearing some fucking like oversized fucking jacket type shit,
It was
dude.
his
Just all
jacket.
like, I know where your son, like, I might know where your son is, but I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
That's pretty much how they responded to her. Like they were like, "This is all on you." What the fuck?
I'd be so fucking pissed at fucking everybody.
You know where my son is? Oh, okay. Well, you better bring him home right
I
now.
probably would have punched Gwen.
I would not have punched I would have said
Okay,
exactly
I
what I
would
just
definitely not
said.
punched Gwen.
I'd have been like, "Yo, you need to. Oh, you know where my child is? You need to bring them back then. What was you doing? I expect them back here by whatever time. You know."
When Miles comes back, someone in that family is gonna tell him, "I told you about fucking with them white women."
Think so?
I think so. The way, like the conversation that he was having with his mom,
Yo.
like that, it was like hinted at, but it was
No, yeah.
definitely like a.
No, yeah, that is
white
that-
people
that
are gonna
conversation.
test you,
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
and you can't
That is a
let them
conversation.
that
make you
conversation
feel
he had with
like
his
you're less
mom.
than them.
That conversation he had with his mom on the rooftop made me cry both fucking times.
Yep.
Both
I
fucking
didn't
times.
cry, but I understood it because I've had to have that. Like that conversation was one I went through.
I'm pretty sure
imagine
you
a
saw
lot
me
of
crying both
women's
times.
go through that.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure you looked over and saw me
Have that
crying both
conversation.
both
You know what I mean?
times. and like the first time you're like, oh yeah, he's tripping on acid or whatever. If I get like, yeah, like I can see. But like the second time, I like drug free. I think I cried harder.
Without the impairment of the drugs.
I think no, like they're like the first time I saw the movie, like yeah, I think I only cried at that one scene, but then like when I saw the movie today, I cried like 3 times watching this fucking movie, bro.
Which points made you cry? The one when he's talking to his mom. You know that one.
He was talking to his mom. That was the first one. There was the moment where Miles realizes that like Peter and Gwen like knew that he was like an anomaly.
Oh,
Whatever.
yeah,
There was that
Was
moment.
the
Like I
anomaly,
cried
yeah.
at that point.
Okay.
Like he's like, you guys knew about so like
You knew
like,
the whole time?
you can like feel his like betrayal
Yeah.
of like his like
Yes.
the people he felt closest to, and you could feel that. And I cried then, and fuck, what was the last? I think it was towards the end. I when he was talking to his fake mom. When he was talking to 42 mom, when he's all like,
beat him all.
when he's when he's like ready to like unveil the curtains, and he's like, I'm Spider, like yeah, and she's like, what?
She's like, who?
that dude, that's such a fucking yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, he was having this heartfelt conversation with his mom, and then he realizes that it's not even the mom that would understand this conversation.
Dude.
Not at all.
Oh. Yeah, so like those are the 3 moments I cried today. At that fucking
Just today. There will be more tomorrow.
Dude.
I don't know, one of my favorite. I thought you would have said that you cried at the moment where like he's like running away from all the spider people, and then like he's at like on the train with Miguel O'Hara, and like they're fighting, and then Miguel is just like going off on him, like just fucking destroying that kid.
No. That's a powerful fucking scene too.
Yeah,
Like, no,
and he's like, everyone is trying to tell me who I'm supposed to be or or what I'm supposed to do, and then he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing."
Yeah.
That's
That was
when
awesome.
Hobie fucking signed on to the fucking like, bro, dude, that's real punk rock right there, bro. Like, fucking.
He was like, "That's my boy."
For real. And he tells Gwen he literally should have says goodbye, like meaning like this is goodbye.
Like, yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That moment was powerful as fuck too.
Yeah.
Like, all that entire run.
Also,
Entire chasing. Yeah.
how Hobie only turned pink around specific people that like you would that like pretty much all helped out like for real and like his moment of need helped out Miles that he's had interaction with. It was only like literally Miles and Spider-Bite that he turned pink for.
I noticed him changing colors, but like
yeah.
I didn't know like what that was like trying to like symbolize. I just thought it was just like some sort of fucking just like anarchist type of fucking like he can't conform to an art style type shit.
What I saw
that's literally what I thought it was.
What I heard from other people and from what I thought, it seems like it was more like a color shift in terms of like solidarity.
Yeah. Definitely.
Or like, and also like being a safe space for his people, because like, of course, Spider-Punk would try to be that guy for his people.
Right.
One of the funny things about like, so like I was talking to friends about this movie. Like they hadn't seen it yet. I had seen it. I wasn't like revealing spoilers or anything.
Are you sure about that?
No, I 100%. I wasn't revealing spoilers, but like people are all like, do like the animation of the first one. I really just like couldn't get my head like I was like, well, if I can like. You watch this next one, dude. Like you're, if you couldn't get your head behind the fucking first one, like you fucking.
You thought the other one was crazy.
You're just gonna explode, I guess, bro.
This one was all over the place with the animation.
Like I didn't think that it was hard to keep track of or to watch or anything, but I could see how.
No, I think they used, I think they used what worked in the first one, and then they just fucking amped it up to a fucking 11 to fucking deliver better like emotion, like delivery of like this so much shit. Like there's just so much with just how like the scenes are framed and how they're animated and how they're moved, like vastly improves on the first movie. Like the first movie, like I think is a fucking masterpiece. But this one, on how they improved all the dynamics that were in the first one, and like, dude, like, oh my god, oh my.
And what did you say, Tony?
Oh, they had some people moving in like different types of frames.
Yeah,
so, like most. Most people were moving in like one frame, and then they had Miles moving like a 2-frame system, and then apparently they had Hobie moving in a 3-frame system.
So in the first movie, they had Miles moving a half a frame slower than every other Spider-Man. So like, and then in this movie, I think all the Spider-Man are moving at like the same frame rate or whatever. But then like Hobie, like every single part of his body, or like everything that like this that gets animated differently, is all animated in a random frame rate.
Kind of certain parts, like his guitar is. Some of his clothes, his shirts are, like how he changes the color palette throughout. Yeah. Yeah,
And,
they
like,
put a lot in it. Yeah.
And like you can like there's rhythms of like the scenes of like how shit is going on, and every time like that he's changing his color or whatever, it's out of rhythm too. Like
Yeah, he goes against the grain.
yes.
They were emphasizing that he's
this
not
like I just said, I just saw fucking Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers last night when I was tripping on acid. And like that movie does a lot of weird shit. Like there's like human trafficking involved. Like what? Like there's like
there's a lot of
like,
wild shit going on. Yeah.
There's wild shit that's going on, but like how it's animated, it doesn't feel like it's actually happening. This shit feels like it's actually fucking happening.
Okay, now I see the point. Yeah. There's a level of disconnect in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers where, your suspension of disbelief is there.
It's
Dude, it doesn't feel as heavy as it actually is.
But there's so much wackiness in it. There's a cop that's literally a fucking like sock puppet. So you're like, all right, okay.
Is there? I gotta go back and watch that shit. Like, holy shit.
There's a fucking cop that's like a fucking that's like, dude,
what?
Like, what?
I missed that. Maybe when I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, such and such. But like, man, dude, I forgot. All I remember is the fucking kid being trafficked to fucking Australia for some reason, and then there's a fucking albatross.
No, like what's happening is, cartoon characters are getting kidnapped, and they're getting all their fucking body parts zapped away or whatever, and they're getting rebooted into shittier fucking cartoons.
Wait. Did you talk about the Chip and Dale movie that I'm talking about?
That's the Chip and Dale movie.
Rescue Rangers.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
No, the shit came out last year.
Oh, see, yeah. I didn't know there was a new one that came out.
No, dude, it came out last year. Fucking Dale gets his body fucking augmented so he can be 3D. While fucking Chip fucking like sells insurance. And whatever fucking dude, this is a fucking wacky fucking movie.
All right. I'll watch it. I'll have to watch it. Yeah, I'll watch.
I watched this shit last night.
God damn.
And like, so like, there's like human trafficking shit involved. It's cartoon trafficking because like there's this organization that's kidnapping washed up cartoons, and they're fucking and they're digitally augmenting all their fucking body parts, and they're fucking rebooting them into shittier cartoons. And fucking like, and that's
like, what the fuck? All right. Yeah, that's cool.
Dude,
It sounds ridiculous.
This movie is it actually should be better than what it was. It's good. But there's a lot of jokes that are just all like, ha ha ha, I'm a meme, whatever. Like, there's a bunch of that shit.
Speaking of memes, they did the Spider-Man meme. They did the fucking the 3 Spider-Man that are just all pointing at each other. Like, oh,
yeah,
they did that in the first movie. They did that in the
Spider-Man.
first movie. So like, why are they gonna fucking do it times 11 on this movie? Like,
it was
they
good.
did. It was good.
I didn't like it.
I liked it.
I liked it. I thought it was cool.
I didn't like it both times I saw the movie.
Yeah, but you just don't like memes.
I liked it in the end of Across the SpiderVerse when it was like Spider-Man 2099, like whatever on the teaser. When they did it in this, like it just felt like forced comedy to me.
Because they just said stop Spider-Man, and they were like, which Spider-Man?
Which one? It just made every Spider-Man seem like a doofus.
No, but
Like,
no,
and,
that's
like-
a legit question because they don't know the situation about like Miles really.
Right.
But they do.
No,
They
don't
do.
know.
No, I don't think they all did.
No, they know that Miles shouldn't stop his dad from dying, but they don't know that they're supposed to stop Miles because they don't know that Miles ran away. All that they really know is that Miles is with Miguel.
Right. That's it.
But like, when they're like, just stop Spider-Man, it just like it just made like it just made them all look like a fucking doofus. When Spider-Man is not a doofus.
The Spider-Man is goofy.
He's like the third
But you're acting like
smartest
he doesn't
character
have dumb
on
moments.
Earth.
You're acting like Spider-Man doesn't have the dumbest moments ever.
He does.
Like we just talked about a whole like fucking car chase scene where where fucking Miles was trying to grab some cakes that he left on top of a taxi.
Dude, I liked so
Goofy dumb.
So
thing
the
for
Spider-Man
someone that's-
car, the Spider-Man fucking Jeep is actually its own Spider-Man named fucking Peter Parked Car.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That is
It's
a
golden.
It is great. It's an
So-
old thing too. It's not even like something that just made up on the fly. Like no, that's a.
I had that fucking toy. I had that fucking toy. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
They're bringing it all back, man. All of it. So hell yeah.
We had
I'm not
Spider-Man
mad.
Unlimited. We had Bombastic Bagman. We had
Wait.
Ben
what's the-
Riley, which was
Right,
like
yeah.
they did my boy Ben Riley dirty as fuck. We had 90s Spider-Man cartoon. We had the 1960s Spider-Man cartoon.
Okay,
I'm listing off cameos.
Why is Spectacular Spider-Man like shorter than Wolverine?
Because he's 15.
Ah,
And
All
and Wolverine technically, yeah, he's 5'4", but whatever. But like, yeah, 15-year-old Peter Parker might not be 5'4" at the time.
I mean, I guess yeah, because that's what it seemed like. 'Cause he was at everybody's like waist almost.
But like, also like with Wolverine also being 5'4", and then he's also always like crouched down, dude. Like
He's
he
shorter,
probably
yeah.
looks like he's like fucking like 4 feet tall. Like
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we got Hugh Jackman. He's like fucking 6'2".
yeah, and he's fucking like grizzled and fucking handsome. Like
Yeah, he's getting some of that. But he's tall as shit.
yeah, we literally should have had Danny DeVito like Wolverine.
I would watch it. I would watch the fuck out of it. Danny DeVito Wolverine. Like, come on.
Dude, apparently with like Tony, do you want I haven't seen the Flash, but I know Flash spoilers. Do you want any Flash spoilers?
I mean, I don't care. I'm really not gonna see that film.
Okay, so apparently this fucking movie ends. Apparently this movie ends with the fucking George Clooney Batman universe. And Nicolas Cage is Superman.
I want to see it just for that.
What is
Just
bald
because-
ass Nicolas Cage gonna do
Superman.
as Superman? I ain't never seen a bald ass Superman.
I mean, he was just Dracula. That's kind of close, right?
I actually want to see that movie.
It was good. I enjoyed it. It was fast.
I didn't get to see it in theaters, sadly.
Well, I didn't. I just wasn't pirating that shit.
Yeah, what's that movie called?
Renfield.
Redfield?
Redford, yeah, dude.
Oh, it's on Peacock.
I've been wanting to
watch
watch
it.
that motherfucker, dude. Like everybody at work's been talking about it, and I'm like, fuck.
It looks decent.
It's good.
Jeramie, dude, we still have to discuss some fucking Adam Sandler movies.
I know.
We gotta watch some. Like we
Have you
I
guys
know.
gone to Rain on Me yet?
we got 4 movies to discuss, and then we got like 100 more to watch. So
I know. Yeah, I think 100 and growing because they never stop.
You guys watched Rain on Me yet?
No, we haven't gotten to Rain on Me yet.
No. Where are we at?
That's a good movie too. That was a great fucking film.
Where are
That movie
we?
made
We
me
did.
cry.
The next one we're doing is anger management. 51st Dates, Spanglish, and The Longest Yard.
Oh, yeah. You guys already got through, what was it? The animated movie?
Yes,
Eight Crazy
Eight
Nights. Yeah, we did that
Eight
for
Crazy
Christmas.
Yeah.
Nice.
We haven't discussed it yet, but we watched it.
No, but we watched it.
So the movies we need to discuss are Mr. Deeds, 8 Crazy Nights, the
Wait,
Hot
did you just say
Chick.
you were doing a Hanukkah movie for Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sacrilegious.
Different holidays.
Different holidays.
You know, I always felt that they were kind of similar.
So we actually have 3 movies. We only have 3 movies to discuss, but
Okay, I mean, it still feels like all, but it'll be fine. At least it's only 3.
we still have like 20 to watch.
Yeah, I know.
And he keeps on making fucking movies.
I mean, I don't want him to stop,
I don't want him to
But-
stop either.
but he
Like
keeps making movies.
he gives all his he makes sure all of his fucking best friends are paid, and
Yeah.
like that's just something cool on its own.
Yeah, and he has other people that fucking do people in this shit too sometimes. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like Uncut Gems. They had like a fresh Ana de Armas.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie. I want to though. I want to see some of his more serious stuff.
Oh, that movie is so fucking good.
I started to watch.
I can't watch it yet, dude. I
Yeah.
it's part of the marathon.
I just remember watching it and I'm like, damn, this dude can fucking act, but he doesn't fucking do these movies that often.
No, he doesn't. Because he's trying to be chilling, bro. He's trying to be
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he's busy. He's busy making too much movies with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
dude. Like I don't blame him.
I would. Yeah,
I don't blame.
Yeah, I don't either. But like, it's like, damn, I want that like crazy good content.
But
Yeah, I feel
dude,
you.
and also, dude, your wife is hotter than Jennifer Aniston too. So like,
True. But yeah, no, I feel you though. Like, I would like him to do more serious movies. But that's also my thing with Nicolas Cage. Because Nicolas Cage can act really well. I've seen some of his films where like it's fantastic, but a majority, like 90% of the time,
dude,
He's overacting.
No, that's 100% why we love Nicolas Cage because
No,
like
because-
he
well-
overacts.
Well,
does.
it works.
He's
It
he does
work.
work.
he's
It
like
can work.
theatrical. He's theatrical when he like in a cinematic fucking universe.
But
Like,
when it
he's-
makes sense for a movie, we love it. But when it doesn't
Yes.
make sense, hate it. But when he finds that sweet spot, it's really good.
It's really, really good. Yeah, it's mint for sure.
I really think he just tries to mix theatrical acting with film. He just doesn't get it. That's really what I.
I think he just doesn't
and
care.
and now he knows that he gets that he doesn't get it, and he has
And he's
embraced
just
it
laying
as
it
an
into
art
yeah.
form.
Yeah. He's like, I'm here. I found my niche. It's fine. Love it or hate it, bitch. I'm not turning anything down ever. That's the other thing. He doesn't turn any fucking script down.
He can't. He can't because he fucking spent so much money buying so much stupid nerdy shit. Like he made millions of dollars or whatever, and then he spent all that money just buying dumbass nerdy shit, and now he has no fucking money, and now he has to take every fucking role he can fucking get. Like
he did a good job with the with him and what's his face? The Hispanic dude that everybody loves right now.
And from Ant-Man?
No, not from Ant-Man. He was the Mandalorian.
Oh, Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
Who's turning down Pedro Pascal? Dude, that dude's awesome.
I'm not saying that he turned around. I'm saying that they made a really good movie together.
Yeah, they made a good movie.
I've
seen memes of that,
dude,
but I don't know.
Yes. The what's it called?
The something of being a star or something like that.
That's basically the title. I can't think of it offhand, but what you said is basically the title. Like this, the supreme success of fucking overstardom or some dumb shit like that. That movie is fucking fantastic. Oh my god, that movie is fucking. It's so good. Like you don't even have to know the title, and you're just all like that Nicolas Cage movie where he plays himself and he gets kidnapped. Like, yeah.
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Yes, the unbearable weight of massive talent. The title itself is a fucking troll on fucking himself.
It's great. Like being John Malkovich.
No. This is like Pedro Pascal is like a fucking drug dealer type whatever.
No, he's a fall guy that everyone thinks is like the top drug dealer guy.
He's the fall guy. He's like the dude like putting up the front, like I got all this money, whatever, and fucking he attracts Nicolas Cage and they become best friends, but like they need to like kill Nicolas Cage. And he can't do
well, don't tell me that. I'm gonna watch it,
dude. It's fantastic, dude. You're gonna spend the whole time with your fucking your lips to your ears, you know.
I wasn't sure where you were gonna go with that too.
I wasn't either, but I'm glad we went there. It wasn't bad.
Like you got there and we got it.
Yes.
All right, let's finish up Spider-Man because we went on a huge tangent.
We went on a massive tangent, dude. But it's all connected because it's the SpiderVerse. It's all connected.
I mean,
because Nicolas Cage is in this movie.
He isn't in this one, but he's gonna be in the next one.
He's gonna be in the next one.
No, he was because at the end he was there.
I mean, he was there, but he wasn't. Like you didn't hear his voice. You didn't hear his voice.
Yeah.
His character was there. He was.
That's gonna be funny though. But yeah, that betrayal, that moment of like, fucking, you knew.
Yeah.
Oh
man. Peter almost succeeded in talking him down.
Almost, yeah.
Almost.
He was close. It's like, I had a baby because of you, my brother.
No, not at all. Not at all.
He was.
He was.
Down.
But then,
not to bring him back, but then.
No.
Location.
So fucking Prowler Miles, before he even had his mask off, he's all like, "Oh, your dad's still alive?" And then like he just laughs. He's like, yeah. Fucking dude laughs, and then he takes his mask off, and then he puts his fucking fist against his fucking face, like I'm gonna blast a hole through your fucking skull sideways, bro. Like
we're not talking about.
We're not talking about that. Yeah.
We were literally talking about Peter B. Parker.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Oh shit.
Almost talking him down.
Yeah.
Oh no! He was not. He was no.
He was
no,
though.
Nowhere
Like
close.
not to bring him back to like Miguel.
Nowhere
to-
close to talking Miles
No,
down,
no.
dude. Miles
Like-
was already on his fucking. Mission.
I'm gonna do mean shit. Yeah,
No, but
yeah,
like,
he was.
yeah, no, yeah, but like,
He wanted
like-
to know where Peter stood.
Right.
yeah, but he was close
But
to
that
talking him
fuck-
down.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Just think,
No,
like,
Peter was nowhere close to like. No.
he was getting him to the point of
No.
like hearing them out.
Yeah.
No.
He was.
No, he already heard them out. He already heard what they had to say. He was already on his mission at this point. He already heard what they had to say. He's like, "You want me to kill my dad? Not happening." Like no.
Also, another
he
reason
was-
why this never made sense is that these Spider-Man all tried to save like the people that died,
Yeah.
and yet like they want to stop him from trying to save them. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
The effort has to be there.
Yeah. He has to. He has to try. That's what makes it a canon event. They have to try. And they have to see it. And they have to try to do it. And they fail at it. And they learn from that failure.
But-
you know what I mean?
but, like, so when they go when they're in Mumbattan, and Miles saves Spider-Man India,
The
he
captain.
saves his girlfriend's dad.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like, that universe is, like, all of a like, a part of a collapse or whatever. So, like, that is supposed to be, like,
But Miles
like
also
this
has
is
a
what
good
happens
point.
when you break the
How do
canon
you
or
know
whatever.
that was the spot?
But, like,
Because that did seem
also,
very
yeah,
Spottish.
it's Spot doing the shit, but, like, also, Miles and Spot did create each other. But then all of this is not Miles' fault, dude. It's all fucking Spot for fucking bringing the fucking spider to the fucking 1610 to begin with. But
Yeah.
we're not
I
gonna
agree.
touch that. We're not gonna
Yeah.
touch that.
I mean, yeah, Miguel was kind of out of pocket. Miguel was like way out of pocket. Let's be real. He was way out of pocket.
Also, the moment you find out that Gwen was actually holding him back so the guy would die.
Yes,
Yes.
dude. Yes,
Well,
yes. Oh,
He was like both, but like, you know, I fucking knew. And it just showcased like how much he had been drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
And like originally, you know, the reason why she originally went, 2 reasons. Get away from her dad, she's like, fuck, what am I gonna do? I don't know. But also because she really wanted to see Miles.
Yeah.
but like
You know?
all
So it
of
just
her
showcases
actions, all of the
how
actions
much-
she was doing once she joined like the SpiderVerse, like you could like see like in her emotions and shit too. Like she like really didn't want to.
No, she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to be
She
in
didn't
those
want to
positions.
be like doing the things that she was doing.
Like logically, she could understand what she was doing and why she had to do it, but she
And-
didn't fucking like it.
That's what's so beautiful about like Miles's story in this spider. Like he broke free, and he inspired all the others to fucking. Even
And I guess-
Spider-Punk was always there, but
Yeah.
like, he might even been like too afraid to do it alone. But then once he sees fucking this outsider,
Miles Bud, yeah.
this outsider to come from nowhere, and like everybody's fucking out for his head, he's all like, dude, fuck all you crackers, I'm out this bitch, and then fucking
Fuck all you Parkers.
pretty much every other
Yeah.
Spider-Man is a cracker except for fucking like save like
Except for the
like, a
anthropomorphic
handful-
ones,
like a
and
handful of like
yeah.
He's like, fuck
It's like
all these
Council
crackers, I'm
of
just gonna do my
Spider-Man.
own thing. He fucking blasts fucking Miguel with the fucking and then the fucking Hobie's like, yeah. Like that's the most punk rock shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm with that motherfucker. Like,
well, he told him. He was like, yo, as soon as he put the thing on him, Hobie was like, yo, use the fucking palms, bro. Use the palms. Like,
yeah. He was like a really good coach to him.
But the entire time, if you notice, I mean, I don't know, like it's so subtle. Like all of the remarks that Hobie had, like comedy wise, he was also had all those remarks with Miles when they first got to the hub.
Yeah,
and he's like, yo, like, why do you want to be part of the establishment, bro? Why do you want to do this? Like, I mean, I'm telling you, it's not really where you want to be. Da, 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 da. He's letting them know, like, he's giving them the skinny the entire time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Miles doesn't want to hear it. He's like, no, I'm here with my homies though. Like, this is what I want. You know, it's like
the whole time, like, Hope was like giving the Spider Society the side eye.
Yeah,
he was like, you don't want to trust these people.
Yeah, he's letting them know this is not where it's at, bro.
Dude, like Hobie's character was 100% fantastic the entire time.
They knew what they had with Hobie too. They knew that Hobie was going to be the shit.
Like,
so they went hard.
The whoever voice acted him, like, did a fantastic job with the fucking timing and like it was. Like everybody involved with this movie, like all the voice actors, the animators, dude, like this, like you feel every single emotion they're trying to fucking shove into your fucking face. You feel it all, and you're loving it. Because it's a fucking super dope Spider-Man story, and you're seeing all your fucking favorite Spider-Man you've ever seen in your entire life, and that's not even like a distracting part of the movie. Like you can you can brush all of that shit aside, but like how the story's being told and the stakes and like what they brought in from the first movie, and like they're and
yeah,
like
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know why people were pissed off when they for some reason found out that it was to be continued, because like the very first teaser trailer said Across the SpiderVerse Part 1.
You know, I didn't know that there were people.
I know
that
you
were...
didn't. I know you didn't know. I know you because you told me like you didn't watch any fucking.
I didn't know either.
You didn't know, like, really?
I don't really watch trailers like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Antonio's camp. I try not to do. If it's something I do want to see, I don't watch trailers and shit for it.
That see, like so Jared, like when we were watching it the first time in the theaters a couple weeks ago, I was like, so this is like a two-parter. He's like, what?
Yeah, I did.
I realized that.
I was like, dude, like the very first trailer of this fucking movie, it was like Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. When he's all like, oh, dude, like, no, I haven't seen a single trailer of any of this shit at all. Like, I didn't even know it was actually coming out until like you hit me up and it's all like, hey, we're gonna go see this movie. It was
I had no idea. I had no idea it was out. You know, I didn't even. Yeah.
See, for me, the moment I realized it was like a two-parter film is like twice I checked like my phone for the time of like, because I like to like look at the time of when a movie starts.
Right.
And then like check it and try to see when I'm gonna get out. And then so like I was like like an hour and like 30 minutes in, and I was like, the ending might be really fast because it feels like they're not even at the midway point yet. And then when I got to an hour 50, and I'm like, they can't speed up this ending because like they can't end it like this fast.
Abruptly,
So like this might be a two-parter. And then when we got like to 10 minutes into the movie, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a two-parter.
Oh. But yeah, so like anybody who was like watching like trailers and whatever, like all of them knew that it was a two-parter.
Really?
So, like,
Are you sure?
Like, because it was across the next movie's called Beyond the SpiderVerse.
Well, like people would just assume that it's part of a trilogy, not that it would be a two-parter.
Yeah, that was gonna be my assumption. Because like Tonio, like I wasn't really paying attention at the time, but it felt like everything was flowing. Like I wasn't even getting near the end of the movie. Like it didn't feel like the end was the end.
Oh, dude, no, like same here, here, like, but like I was also on drugs, like the first time I watched it. Like I was like, dude, like, I was like fully invested. I was like,
I was so invested. I didn't even realize that we'd already been there for 2 hours.
But then, like, something clicked into me, like when Miles was talking to Miles, and I was all like, "Oh, this is the end of the fucking movie."
Yeah,
like something just like clicked in my head, like right away. Like the first time watching it, I was like, "This is the end of the fucking movie."
I mean, like with most movies, you can tell when you're like at the beginning, the middle, and the end. And it just felt like with this movie, like when it was getting close to being over, that you were barely just getting to the middle of the movie, and you were like, "How is this gonna end?" Like, if
there was that, but I felt that the same way. But like I said, like when Miles was talking to Miles, and then you see fucking Spider-Man Miles like touching the chain with his fucking electric finger. I was like, oh my, yeah, that's the end. That's the end of the movie.
Yeah, because if they would have kept going,
I feel like we've sat here for like 2 hours or something.
I didn't feel that.
And I'm all like, yeah, I think this might be the end of the movie.
The second time, because I knew, I felt like that. But the first time, I didn't feel like I had been sitting there for 2 hours. You know what I mean? I felt like it was just going, and like we had barely gotten started.
Dude, for me, the second time watching the movie, I think it flowed so much more smoother.
I mean,
because you weren't on drugs the second time.
Yeah, that might have something. Just a little bit.
But either way, it was a fucking visually fucking masterpiece, dude. Like, Avatar could suck a dick.
I didn't get through that movie. I stopped.
You can't, dude, because those movies, like both those movies suck.
I don't know if it sucks, but like
no, they fucking. Blow
I mean, I did stop watching it.
And Chunks is not your dog.
That's true. I mean, I'll finish it at some point. I'm not too stressed about it. But it's Avatar. It's not going anywhere. People make a big.
The second one is better than the first one, but they both still suck.
I guess.
I never watched the second one.
Yeah,
dude, the third one. The third one is about the fucking Fire Nation attacking.
I mean, just about right.
It's like that. That's not even like a joke. That's like the real. Like,
well, I mean, like the first movie was originally about like literally humans coming to fucking like take advantage of a fucking
the first movie. The first movie was about the Earth Nation invading. And then the second movie was about them integrating with the Water Nation, and now the third movie is the Fire Nation attacks.
It's gonna be fucking
It's literally fucking just trying to fucking be Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Well, I mean, it's better than what we got from M. Night Shyamalan, all right?
But being M. Night Shyamalan.
Let's be real. Let's be really real here. It is. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, I don't mind those movies. It's not like some other movies that I just won't have anything to do with ever.
Dude,
So-
if you were gonna go to see Into the Spider-Verse, would you like recommend it to your friends and family?
Yeah, I want everybody to see that shit. That's why I'm like, it's like Tony was like, oh, my dad's all gangster and shit. You wouldn't want to see that. I'm like,
I
bro,
was like, dude, there's gangster
it's got
shit
the
that
prowler
happens
in
in this
it.
fucking movie.
yo, like there's hella gangster shit that happens. You just gotta wait for it to pop off a little bit. You gotta build up.
I mean, the first one has
my
more
dad would not love
gangster
this.
shit that happens than this one. This one has more like interdimensional stakes. The first one has more gangster type shit.
Yeah,
The first one literally had a fucking crime boss in it.
Yeah.
Kingpin.
Kingpin's like the size of a fucking bus. And
Like,
shit.
why is he the size of a small house, bro? Like, why
I
is
know.
a fucking shed walking everywhere? I don't
For
know.
real. I was about to say that before you said it.
It's because he's larger than Charlie, which is cool.
It's so fucking dumb. It's so fucking dumb, but I love every second of it.
Oh man, that shit is hilarious.
He's fucking, yeah, he's a menace.
Man, but throughout this film, as soon as we got to the end, I was like, I really want Miles to friend zone the fuck out of Gwen.
I don't know. I want the catharsis. I want them to make up.
Like makeup for sure, but like they can stay friends.
Perhaps.
Dude, seriously, bro. Like,
I mean, his feelings
like-
are definitely cooled off. Yeah.
no,
But it's
like,
also one of those things
but
where her
also,
feelings she might realize how much she actually feels about him, and he's just like, nah, man, you fucked up.
no, but it also, it's
For real.
just like
That's
so
exactly what I
fucking
want to
played
happen.
out. It played out in fucking stories to where fucking like the characters hook up or whatever. Like let's.
It's also
like,
played
like
out that
maybe
they
not
don't
have them hook up, or let's establish that people can be platonic friends. And like,
I mean, they weren't
Nah.
really like being platonic throughout the entire film.
I
like,
mean,
they-
they weren't like. I mean,
it
like,
was-
yeah, Miles was fucking trying to like slide his hand over like.
No, but them hanging out together that entire time, that was a fucking date.
That was a what?
That was a date.
No,
Like that entire day that
no,
they were hanging out, that was a fucking
She
date.
was on a
That was a spider
mission.
date.
She was on a mission.
She was on a mission, but she literally fucking
Went out
failed
of
that
her-
mission just so she can be around Miles.
Yes.
That was a fucking date, dude.
She said, "Fuck this shit. I'm gonna see. I'm
Dude,
gonna see."
Spider Date seems fucking so fucking cool.
I think that the trope of like right now they're really pushing for that they can just be friends or they can. But it's
I'm
also
really
coupled
pushing.
with-
I actually.
The only
am
reason
really
why
pushing for
I'm pushing for them to
them
make up and be the thing is because they've already established that she's already said that, yeah, no, like Gwen Stacy always falls for Spider-Man and always fucks up.
Yes, I
What if
really
this
want
is
them
the
to
time?
just be
One,
platonic.
two,
Platonic best
interracial
friends,
relationships
fucking.
are still a fucking thing that are not really pushed anyway. Yeah, I mean, you see a little bit more here and there.
They just fuck one
wanna see
time. They fuck one time. They realize it's not the thing, and then boom, that they're just platonic friends. They have to
Yeah.
fuck the one time. They have to. Because that's
And then she's gonna
That's-
say,
that's-
Obi was better.
that's in my fucking make comics great again fucking era of thinking.
Just let her move back in with Hobie. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like after this amount of like bullshit that that she kind of just put Miles through, I feel like the best step is for them to just be friends.
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree.
Like if they try it, but then they realize, yeah, no, we can't. I can't really get
It's not
over
just
this.
there because
Yeah.
maybe that could be a legit thing. That would be a legit reason. But I also like the idea of them being able to persevere over that. But there's also the thing that they're interdimensional fucking beings. So how can they really be together? How can they even make that work?
And it's also like it was a big break in trust.
It was.
It was. It had to do with his personal life, and she purposely hid that from him.
Kind of. I don't really fault her too much because she was in that between that rock and hard place. Like, I want to tell you, but I can't because like I know you. She knows him really fucking well, and she knows what he would do. Which
Hey,
would
dude, what they
end
do in
up
this new
fucking
Superman
Marvel,
show?
right? So,
What they do in fucking Superman and Lois? They just fuck around and just fucking tell everybody. I was like, dude, like, yeah, I'm so fucking Superman. I'm like, oh man, I should have known you were Superman, dude. As soon as you moved back into town, dude, fucking all this fucked up shit started happening. I should have known you were fucking Superman. I was like, yeah, I was Superman the whole time. And they're like, oh fuck yeah. So like everybody knows that like
We got Superman in our backyard. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, your kids got superpowers too. But, yeah, like.
I would have been like, so y'all can farm our entire land, right? Superman could just fucking farm everybody's land in the matter of a day.
He's like, only one of my kids has superpowers. The other one's kind of like dipshit. Like, I don't know. Dude, Superman and Lois it's a good show. Like,
I haven't seen it.
I'm giving it a disjustice.
I don't really
actually-
fucking Superman too much.
It's honestly one of the best Superman shows out.
It's actually really good. It's really fucking good.
If you like a comic accurate
Tyler Hoechlin is the fucking best Superman ever.
that's your Superman. Cause like from the first episode, you're like, wow, this feels like I'm watching Supes.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. I know it's hard to do. It's hard to portray overpowered characters like that.
Yeah. No, but this show does it well. And the fact that like it's not just a focus on Clark, I think it like helps it.
Yeah, they watched One Punch Man. I advise everybody who's making these movies and these shows to fucking read and or watch One Punch Man when you're making or dealing with characters that are like that powerful or that strong or who are kinetically just fucking breaking. Because a lot of the time there's a lot that gets lost in translation. There's a lot that falls flat and doesn't resonate because at a certain point, yeah, this might be your favorite fucking character, but it doesn't feel. Feels awful. And One Punch Man deals with all of that in a way that like keeps it fresh throughout the entire run. I never get tired of fucking any of the characters or anything that's going on because of how it's written. And it's basically focusing on the other characters while Saitama like comes in and saves the day or fucks it up or what have you, but also
Can
has
he
his
beat
own
Goku though?
Yes.
I don't know.
Can he beat Goku though?
Yes.
Probably.
Can he beat Goku though?
We're getting to the point where we're seeing the upper echelons of his power and his feats.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I haven't read any of the manga. I've only seen the anime.
Oh yeah, I've been reading the
You
manga.
can't read. How could you know?
Yeah.
I can read, dude. I'm gonna be reading fucking Dragon Ball.
Listen,
Super
just because
tomorrow.
you can read the alphabet doesn't mean you can't. Doesn't mean you can read.
A B C D. Like, why does
True.
the alphabet have to have an order?
Because
we're creatures.
Why
of
can't we
habit.
just know the sounds in
As you
the
create
way we want to know them? Why
As you
does it
create
need
the
to have an
alpha-
order?
the creation
A
of
B
like
C D E.
letters
Why
and
do
stuff
we
like
need
that
that?
started some way.
What?
Yeah.
It went by like I forgot how it went by. But I don't know, man.
Because in English, at least, the etymology of everything is a bastardized version of like several different languages that have been smushed together first. You know what I mean? So
You think like we like just made a song out like and like we just like made an alphabet out of a song and like that's how we just like indoctrinated fucking kids to learn the
No.
alphabet?
I mean, I won't say indoctrinated, but that's how we teach because we know it helps.
That's yeah, okay.
Teaching isn't indoctrination.
Eh,
The song was created to
it's
help.
a
people
double-edged
remember
sword.
better.
It's a double-edged sword, Jeramie.
No, it's a mnemonic tool to help people to better understand.
No,
Exactly.
but
to understand and remember.
there's types of education that are.
Well, yeah, there are types of
deliberately-
education that would be indoctrination, but teaching
triggered
someone an alphabet is not
to
indoctrination.
teach the
Yes.
youngins.
The stuff that's indoctrination is like what they do currently about how they teach like our history. That's
Indoctrination.
indoctrination.
Would be you don't
I
need to
honestly
learn
think
how to
like
read or
the
be
history,
literate.
the
All you
history
need to
I was
do
taught.
is listen to what I read to you and know that it's true. That's indoctrination.
I think the history that like probably me and you were like Jeramie like we were taught in school was like we were probably kind of like on some like indoctrination type shit, you know, like
Not necessarily indoctrination, but whitewashing. There is whitewashing.
yes, okay, yeah.
Not telling the whole truth, leaving things out there.
Absolutely,
Facts
yeah.
and whatnot. There's a lot that just wasn't known as well. Like because science, history, like those types of things. Archaeology and shit. This new shit being
there was a
sort of
lot though there was a lack of access to information because
Yes.
this was 2004 2003 ish era.
Yeah.
You know, like the internet, like we
It was just getting
we
started.
didn't have the access of like to just fucking just bust shit out
No.
back
not at
then than we do now, like for sure.
And that's a large part of it. Because if even the teachers don't have access to everything, even if they've gone to school for it, if those schools, if they
like,
teach, whatever, you know what I mean?
My
Like,
U.S. history teacher, Coach Ott, like that dude was fucking ruthless. Like that motherfucker, like if you were like sleeping, he would like fucking slam a fucking book like right like a millimeter like right in front of your fucking nose, fucking like boom, fucking on the desk. Like, you'd be like you know, like and like. And then if you were like acting unruly or whatever, he'd like pick up a fucking desk and like throw that bitch or whatever.
I've heard these stories, yes.
And
You're gonna learn today.
No,
He
but
wants or
like,
not.
but what was so he was so passionate about fucking like teaching like U.S. history and like outside of the curriculum. Like he was all like this dude, he was like woke before it was fucking like cool, like quote unquote cool. But he was all he like passed out. He passed out a fucking like paper to all the students, whatever, and fucking just like it was about like all these like racist mascots for like sports teams, like the Cleveland Indians, and fucking like all this other type shit, dude, and He's like think of another fucking mascot that's not a Native American. And people are like, the Vikings? He's like, nope, that's a job. He's like, that's not a stereotype. He's like, the Vikings, that's a job.
No, it's totally a stereotype.
People, and then someone's all like, some dumb fucking stuff. The Indians, he's all like, you're proving my point. Fucking like dumb shit.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Browns?
No, he's talking about like the mascot like logo was basically.
Yeah,
So he's
that's
like
the brown.
imagine the fucking
Right.
Cleveland Indians mascot with like a fucking sombrero and a
City
fucking
Chiefs.
like with like a fucking like a thing
yeah.
like a fucking grass fucking thing sticking out of his mouth or whatever.
Yeah. That's pretty much shit.
I was like, you
Didn't have a
got
Scott.
you got the or imagine him wearing a fucking Chinese hat with some fucking buck teeth, like type shit, like.
Which I don't know if you've ever heard of, but there was a fucking town, I think here in Illinois, that had a really racist fucking mascot, a whole name that was like fucking. It was a Chinaman, like some straight up Chinese like shit, and like everyone bought into it, and they didn't believe or think that they were racist as fuck for any of that. I
Where?
thought it was just, I can't remember, some little town, dude.
Like
There's hella small
Sparta or
towns like
some
that
shit?
in
Is it
Illinois.
it's like Sparta?
I don't know, probably.
I'm trying to think of like shitty towns in Illinois. Fucking
Moonshine,
Quincy,
Illinois.
Fucking.
There's
I'll
a
look it up
town
and send
actually
it.
called Moonshine, Illinois. That's what's
I'm
crazy.
trying to,
Yeah,
like, yeah, I'm
it's
literally
crazy.
trying to fucking think of the shittiest towns in Illinois. Like, honestly.
Literally, when I first found out about that town, I was like, that sounds like a town that people of color can't be in.
What
past 8
town?
o'clock.
Yep.
Moonshine, Illinois.
Moonshine. There's no.
Yeah.
I don't even want to drive through Moonshine, Illinois. Fuck that.
I
You'd be
Dude.
fine. You'd be
I
fine.
know I'd be fine, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Just I don't want to. I don't want to drive through that. I know I'd be fine. I don't want to drive through there.
But your passengers might not be fine. Yeah. I don't know if we have any sundown towns in Illinois. Fuck you, dude.
I mean, not where we live. Where we live, we don't have sundown. Like, but no, like Illinois has a shit ton of sundown towns. So, like, fuck what you mean, dude. Like, not where we live. No.
I know there's some in Arkansas. I know there's some in Kentucky and shit like that. But yeah, I've seen them been around.
All right, I looked up sundown towns in Illinois right now. Let me see if I can find any. Where is it at? This actually doesn't say anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I know we don't have them. I
There's,
don't think we
Benton, Illinois.
Oh, shit. I'm wrong.
No, there's another one. Anna, Illinois. Calhoun County. Cicero. I'm not surprised.
Cicero.
Cicero.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
the Cicero.
Cicero's used to be like filled
Dude,
with hella
Cicero,
white people.
like Cicero's a long ass fucking street, dude. Like that shit fucking.
No, not the
stretches.
street Cicero, like the actual town Cicero.
Yeah.
Deerfield, I'm not surprised.
Deerfield, really? Damn.
Are you really surprised?
Nah, Deerfield.
Effingham, Illinois, El Dorado, Granite City, Oak Park, I'm not surprised.
Oak Park, Oak Park is like, yeah, it's obvious.
Kenilworth, Oblong, Hannah, Pekin, Salem, Sandoval, Cesar, Vienna, Ziegler. I'm surprised there's only this many still.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Fuck, what's that fucking town? It's outside of Homer Glen. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Homer Glen isn't part of that fucking list. The fucking Orland Park. I'm surprised Orland Park wasn't on that list.
I think they only like use like certain cities, like specific ones,
What?
because like Orland Park is near.
Or also Orland Park does not report their crime rate.
Oh. Well, that could mean a number of things.
Yeah. Orland Park is also like near
they
Cicero.
try to be like this, this prestigious part of the suburbs. So like they don't like try to like they don't like report.
They want to
and like some so when I got arrested for having weed on me in the Orland Park mall like the mall parking lot, they didn't report that crime. I got reported a citation. I had to like go to a fucking virtual fucking
court.
Virtual court.
Yeah.
Whatever, and then they just give you a fine. Whatever. Like they don't like and they don't report any of that shit. Like so like I could have not even paid my fine and
that's really interesting.
What are you talking about? Like, but I didn't know that at the time. I paid the fine. But I didn't know that. Like, I could have just like not paid it and then been like
they
what are you talking about? Like what crime? A fucking literal lawyer told me that.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you could have.
You could have just got away with that, bro.
You could have just not paid. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
That's crazy.
Damn. That is wild. But like I said, you don't know. You don't know these things about whatever place you're in. Like, you gotta.
Yeah, I was like, I was 22 at the time. Like, I'm like, ah.
Oh yeah. How would you know? Yeah. Yeah. Why would that be something that's you're thinking about, especially at that age? Yeah, for sure. I get it.
Mikey P was with me, dude. He fucking came out of town to visit me, like where I was living in fucking Lockport, and we go to the fucking mall in Orland Park, and my car gets fucking impounded.
Yeah,
And now I'm calling people. I was like, I need a ride. Like, what the fuck happened?
What are you doing? Yeah, I mean, you made it out though.
That's so fucking dumb.
But yeah. Last thing, bringing it back to, I think I mentioned it briefly, but the talk between Miles and his mom Rio on the roof, that was that speech, that talk that. I don't know if you've had a talk like that.
That
was a talk that I've had. Like, yo,
that's what it was. It's not the death of your loved ones. It's the impact that your loved ones have on you that make you want to be the best Spider-Man. And
that's not what I mean.
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
No, he doesn't get it. See, this is where we are. God damn it. She was saying, "Hey, Miles, you black. You might think that they're your friends, but not all of them are going to be. They're gonna look down on you. They're gonna treat you this way. But always remember, we will always be here for you. We love you. You know what I mean? More than what you think we do."
That's exactly what I was saying.
No, it wasn't.
No, it
not.
wasn't.
No. That's not what you were saying.
Yes, it was.
No. You were on some other shit.
You were on some. Spider-Man is some other. No.
Like you're like, this is what makes Spider-Man great. No. Peter Parker would not have gotten this type of talk.
No, because
the speech was very different.
But the speech was a metaphor to what was going on later on, because
it was.
Because she was spelling the story for like, yeah, you're gonna do all these great things with all these great people, whatever. But there's gonna come a time where they don't accept you, or like not necessarily that way. She's like, but if they don't accept you, just let you know, we are always here for you, and like, and that's what happened. Like, he came into a universe where he thought he should be the most accepted ever. It was like
He was with
everyone's Spider-Man. Now I can actually, if I can express. No, you can't. All these people fucking hate you, bro. Like, you gotta go back home to the fucking people that love you.
Exactly. Which was a metaphor for the talk that all.
Yes, that's what I was saying from the get-go.
Of color, yes, that is the thing that happens to all of us. We all get that speech.
That's what I was saying from the get-go, and you said no.
No, because how you meant it was different. You don't understand.
I probably don't.
That's what happens when they code shit for white people.
Yeah.
It just goes into a different interpretation.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I just it's not. It's fine. It's not.
I did it as a Spider-Man interpretation because that's the closest thing I could.
It's just how it resonates with you.
Yeah, it's how you resonate. Yeah.
Because you're not a person of color, it won't resonate the same way.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand that I don't understand.
That's fair. And maybe we have it wrong too. I don't know. Because that's how it resonates with me.
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't. Because every person of color was like, yes, that's the speech.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's comedy. Yeah, we all know. Yeah.
Dude, like, yeah, but I don't know. Anytime he was talking with his mom, it fucking made me cry. Like, both times he would like talk with his mom, like in his universe and in the 42, like, made me cry. So like, I don't know. I'm an ally. No, sorry. I tried to make that sound like as cringy as possible.
I'm an ally? Maybe?
Question mark?
On Tuesdays?
He's like, on Wednesdays, the clan makes great ribs.
No, dude, like, I can't eat clan ribs, dude. I can't eat clan ribs because I don't eat pork.
Your boy made
and I know they're fucking they're just dumping the whole fucking pig on fucking some like mayonnaise.
No, I like the one comedian, like he made that shit sound fire as hell, bro. Like, I was saying it's.
That's what I was referencing.
I got you, Tony. Like, yo, that's man's made them things sound succulent. All right, we need you to go back every Tuesday.
Oh, I know what you're talking. I know what you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's it.
So, like, if you guys were to like rate this movie out of 357 Spider-Man.
How many Spider-Man do we rate it?
Yeah.
You said 357 Spider-Man?
Yeah.
How many Spider-Man do we rate it?
Yeah,
356.
You give it 356, really? Dang, that's a dope ass rating.
Oh, it's a really good fucking movie.
That's like that's a 99.8% like type rating type. Damn. Jerome?
Man.
I'd say about the same, but for the same reasons as last time. Like, you remember that part in the beginning where Vulture throws Gwen and like her voice doesn't change while she's thrown and she gets.
Yeah, you said there was like some audio fucking shit that didn't match with like the impact of
they weren't acting out everything, which I guess I wouldn't say is okay, because like you're watching a movie where you're reading, so you should know like how to that was the only thing that kind of stuck out to me.
And see, like,
but it was so minuscule because it only happened like two or three times throughout the entire run that it was.
And see, those moments, I only noticed when you told me about them.
Also, with the first movie, like Haley Steinfeld, she didn't get to voice act with everyone. She was in a separate room from them, and at separate times she was acting. In the second one, she was like more face to face with everybody else.
I think that actually might be noticeable, but also like all of the voice actors were on fucking point. Like every single one, like they delivered the lines. Fucking, just.
I think she might have been separate from them because of a scheduling conflict with her Marvel movie. I mean Marvel TV show.
Like Hawkeye.
Yeah. Well, and she was also doing like a whole bunch of movies at that time too.
Dude, she's hot stuff right now, dude. Like,
she's hot stuff. Wasn't
hot stuff all the time.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. The dude who voiced Miles was like fucking hitting her the entire time in every interview.
Oh yeah, Shamik Moore.
Dude, he's too old.
Although I think
he's
because he's saying the same thing
like
each time, I feel like it's just a script.
I think so.
Because he says it exactly the same way every time. Like
every time.
Yeah. He's trying to play live action Miles. He does not, like, his image does not fit the fucking role. Like, you have a great voice for the character, but like, no, you're not live action Miles. Like, sorry.
Like him.
Sorry.
Him, like when he was in the movie Dope, perfect for Miles. When he was that young, but now that he's a grown ass man,
it's different. Yeah,
it's different. It's a grown man body.
Yeah, you can't.
It would have to be a grown Miles.
If they do, I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm 15, but.
Nah, I feel like if they do a live action, and he is either or even Danny Glover or anything, they would have to be an adult Miles Morales to make it make sense.
That's why like. The new Ninja Turtles, they actually got like legit like kids voicing the characters. I
know. They got one of the kids from The Amazing World of Gumball to do one of the voices.
Yeah. I heard about that. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like,
I remember seeing the trailer and I'm like, Gumball? I was like, I know that voice. I love that show.
I have respect for this movie because like I know like Seth Rogen gets like a bad rap or whatever, but like I know he's like a huge nerd and he's like a huge dork, and I know he'll like do at least like something cool and different with the Ninja Turtles franchise that he's trying to fucking develop.
Yeah.
We'll see. He's just a very like John Hughes type of director, so we'll see how he does with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, we'll see.
Dude, like, yeah.
We'll see how much he knows and or loves the source material.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's what I'm saying.
Because there's a lot of directors that don't really fuck with the source material for the shit that they're.
I'm gonna give him his shot, you know, because like I enjoyed Michael Bay Turtles. I didn't think they were like the greatest turtles ever, but I enjoyed that iteration of them. My actually favorite turtles of all time is the Nickelodeon 3D like CGI fucking turtles. Like that's my favorite turtle franchise
When they
of all
introduced
time.
the girl turtle with the light blue band, I can't remember her name.
That's the one where they were in
like,
space, right? That's when she gets
2007.
introduced.
No,
No,
they weren't in
I don't
space.
remember it then. They were in space
Uh,
at one point.
well, I mean, at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking turtles! Turtles like 1998, like that. They went to space and
Yeah.
shit. Like, and they went to like the future.
Well, not just those
Yeah.
turtles, but like I think the 2008 turtles also went to space.
The Nickelodeon turtles did everything that every other turtles did, and they did it better. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
But you spoke on Michael Bay when he did a decent job for the turtles.
I
feel like
didn't say he did a decent job.
I think he did a decent
I enjoyed what he did. I didn't say he did a decent job.
I feel
enjoyed
if-
it as a Turtles fan.
if he followed like the source material fairly closely, he could do a really good job with The Last Ronin.
Yeah. I haven't read it. I don't know anything about it yet. I know it's Mikey. I know a few other things because of this shmup. Other than that, like I need
Jeramie,
to
I'll let you borrow Last Ronin. I have I have every issue, and then I have every issue of the follow up. There's a follow up called Last Ronin: The Lost Years, where it gets more in depth with the Lost Ronins. I don't know if you know who the Lost Ronin is.
Yeah.
Or the Last Ronin is or not. So you get more in depth with his journey, but then you also get more in depth with the future, where
It's Casey Jones teaching the new.
not Casey,
Or-
not Casey Jones, but April's daughter Casey.
Right.
April's daughter Casey has 4 new turtles, and since like April and Casey had like long exposure hanging out with the turtles like their whole entire lives,
Yeah.
they got exposed to like some sort of like not like a cancer,
Like
but
radiation,
like-
essentially.
but like it like some sort of like deformity in their genetics. Some
Okay.
sort of like
A
deformity
mutation
in
in
their
their
genetics with like
Okay.
just hanging out with like toxic mutagenic creatures all day long every day.
Yeah, who knew?
So when
that there was
April,
radiation?
so when April and Casey Jones mated and made a fucking daughter, she actually has like mutagenic like DNA in her bloodstream or whatever. So like she's got like super strength and shit, like type shit. Like
Interesting. All right.
How did she not punch a hole in her mom or like pick a hole? while
She
April was
punched-
pregnant?
this is how the last
feel like that would've
Ronin
been a
found it
painful
out
birth.
because he was training her to fight, and she got all pissed off or whatever, and she fucking punched a hole in a fucking like wall or whatever, and he's all like, oh, like, and so like he instantly like went to go talk to April. He's like, dude, we need to talk about this shit, bro. Like what? Like,
Where's Master Splinter when you need him? That's the real Master Splinter style. But yeah, I feel like Michael Bay could direct that.
Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to read it first to see.
Yeah, so anyway, fucking Lost Ronin the last year's, it's April's daughter Casey fucking training 4 new turtles with the fucking mutagen.
Does she mutate them or?
I don't know if she used her DNA or not, or that they just had access to like a vial of mutagen, and like that hasn't been clear. That hasn't been really like She just has 4 new turtles, and
I might be able to read it.
She just has 4 new turtles, and they're fucking like, and they're all dicks to each other. Like all 4 of these turtles are dicks to each other. It's so fucking fun. They're all fucking assholes, dude. It's fucking like Casey's like trying to like teach them lessons of like humility and shit. And they're just all like, well, he's the one who fucking spilled the shit. And like, it's so fucking.
Hell yeah. I have to fucking check it out.
Me too. I don't know if your libraries do this, but mine does, where they give like free access to Hoopla, and you can basically anything that Hoopla offers you get for free. Movies, TV shows, music, books, audiobooks, all free.
It's pretty dope.
Dude, libraries always like hook shit up, dude. Like all the time.
Huh?
Like libraries in general always like just hook shit all the time. Like I used to fucking rent CDs. You go to fucking rent a CD from a library. You go home and you burn it.
I knew you were gonna say you burnt those CDs. I just knew it.
What?
I knew you were gonna say that you burnt those CDs.
Yeah.
I just had a
feeling. You
feeling.
fucking sell that shit to your classmates. And you make fucking $3 a pop.
But why would they go to you if they got a library? Man?
I don't know, but I
mean, that's simple as that. Like they don't know that they got access to all that shit.
You're a dork if you go to the library. You don't want to be a dork. Like,
yeah, let me be the dork and then charge you for it. Yeah.
Dude, me and Jeramie grew up in the fucking 90s, dude. You can't be a fucking dork, bro.
Yeah, it's true, man.
You can't be a fucking...
it was a different time. You had to be cool all the time, but no one was ever cool. It's a secret.
Did you go to the library?
Yeah, when you find out like 20 years later, like nobody was cool at all. Like, oh.
This whole time, bro. I wasted all that time. What's wrong with them? We could have just been chilling, but no. Fucking dicks. It is what it is, though.
That's all right. It didn't start happening until the 2010s. Which at that point, I was pretty much out of high school.
So, yeah.
Yeah, 2010, dude, I was all like...
I graduated high school in 2012.
2010, dude, I was fucking getting out of a fucking failed like engagement.
That's me in 2012. No, 2014.
I was never engaged. I never had anybody else like, I want to marry you.
I'm like, dude, like... I actually could have married the gal I was engaged to, like looking back on her, like, but I don't think it would, like we would have been like, it would have been a dope ass marriage, but then like I don't think it would have lasted. So it's pretty good that it didn't happen.
You could just say you're here for a fun time, not a long time.
It's true.
We were like a really good couple, but like there was just a lot of important shit that like we just did not see eye to eye on, you know, but like when it came to like being there for one another, like we had that, but there was just a few things that like we just didn't see eye to eye on that like definitely were important for a relationship to
at least for either of you to
yeah.
Fair.
That makes sense.
Man, it'd be like this sometimes, man. It's unfortunate, but you know. But there's also where it's important to learn about compromise. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Compromise for what? Kidding. Who recognizes that reference?
I was just thinking it was like say like say like I don't know, for what? Fuck, I'm retarded right now. Sorry.
Got home, got hammered. This motherfucker.
I gotta find who said it because I forgot her name too.
Oh, see, I was thinking like stay down for what?
Fucking thinking of fucking music and shit.
Oh, here we go. It was Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt said it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because she was doing an interview and they were talking about it's like, don't you want a partner? Don't you want to be in love? And then she was, and then they were talking about how like you have to compromise for love, and she's like, compromise for what? You gotta keep in mind, this was like rich Eartha Kitt in her older age, and she was like, I don't got do shit for no man.
Exactly. Yeah. She was absolutely right. She reached a certain point where you just are who you are. Fuck it. You got what you need and want. Hell yeah.
You should watch it. Timmy, if you've never watched that interview.
Yeah, you should watch that. Yeah, it's good.
I'm not gonna watch it right now.
No, not right now.
But if one of you gentlemen send me a link to it, I'll watch it after.
I could send you the link because I just looked it up right now.
Baller shit, bro.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, we gave our ratings for this movie. How come you didn't give yours, Timmy?
I did. I give it 999 out of 999 Spider-Man.
You gave me only 357 Spider-Man.
Yeah, same.
I give this movie a perfect score.
A perfect 5 out of 7.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I love that fucking I love that reference. That's a fuck. I give it a perfect 5 out of 7. Like, dude, like the first time I saw this movie, I was on drugs, and I was all like, "This is like the most beautiful thing." Like, and then so then when I went to go see it, not on drugs today with you, Jared, we saw it both together, both times.
Yeah.
But I was expecting to not feel emotional. I was expecting not to feel the same shit that I did, but
you felt it more.
Actually, it hit harder this time.
Oh yeah.
The shit that hit me the first time hit even harder this time, and I don't know if it was because I knew what was gonna happen, or but either way, this movie definitely deserves a rewatch. If you're just watching all the way.
I'll tell you this:
you need to watch the movie twice, at least twice, to know all the fucking shit that's going.
It's not even like you need to know for all of the Spider-Man lore.
No, not even for the story. Not even for the story. Because, the story is a fucking story that's been told time and time again. But how they tell it is...
It's beautiful.
It's original. It's beautiful. The way they visualize everything that's going down. There's this scene with fucking Gwen talking with her dad. She's fully colored, but her dad's like a silhouette. And
It really
It's
stuck
like,
out.
all this shit, like how all the shots are framed, and like,
I think
dude, it's a visual masterpiece, and I know Beyond the SpiderVerse is gonna even top it, and which is insane to me to even fucking say out loud.
Like they already finished it, right? And so then
yeah. Like they did both. Like this movie, the next movie's coming out next year. They did all of the shit all at once.
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
One thing I liked about this movie is, we didn't mention it earlier, is how they played on perspective a lot more than the original one, than the first one.
Played on what?
On perspectives.
Oh yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Like you mentioned, specifically the one with like Gwen's dad, like, and Gwen, where like when he was talking to Gwen, like it would show like his POV about how he's looking at Gwen, and then you can also see like Gwen's shadow is kind of like slumped over, in a sense. And then like when it switches to Gwen's perspective, it shows him as like a hulking figure, but not her dad.
Yeah. Like, and like his features are like like blurred together, and like
It does that throughout like the entire film. Like when Miles and Gwen are hanging out, like when it's like, even with like the color scheme of like the same place, when it switches between one and the other, like the palettes change. So like how each person feels about like where they're at in place and time, it like changes, and that like bases off like their perspective and also their emotion at that point.
Not only do they do a good job of emoting those emotions, like portraying that emotion on screen for the characters, just in their facial features and their body language, but also with the color palette. Like,
well, like each universe has its own like art scheme.
They each have their own style, but like they didn't just play on that; they played on the color as well.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Like that's what I was saying. Like the first like 15 minutes was just like Gwen going through her own story, like that right there is. It's its own movie right there, with how it's stylized and how it's told, and fucking like that's its own movie right there. Like it's fucking beautiful.
Like I think another one where they played it off well, when Miles was in Earth 42, like, while everything did like look different because it was a different Miles room, so he had different things that he liked, it was still in like the color palette that he viewed his room in. And same with like the kitchen and all that stuff when he was talking to his mom.
No, but
like once he realized he was in a different Earth, you can see that the color scheme got darker.
That was something like we both noticed on the second viewing. Like dude, like the color of this, like Jeramie fucking nudged me. He's all like, dude, his bedroom is completely different.
Yeah, it's completely
and fucking like
it's dark. You can tell that it's a completely different place.
Yeah, but it still had like at the beginning when he didn't realize it was his room, like it was still a light blue, but after the realization, it becomes a dark blue.
Yep. And not only that, the other powerful, like you said, they're playing perspective and whatnot. The fucking scene where he's on the train, and he's finally like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing, and he stands, and he's standing above like all of the other Spider-Men, like everybody.
Yes.
And that's such a powerful fucking moment right there. He's like,
yes. And then when he's talking to 42 Bomb, and he's all like, dude, like, I I overcame the odds, and I beat them all.
Yes.
And we saw it happen. Like, he beat every fucking Spider-Man. You know, he's like, I beat them all.
Yeah. Even the most brutal one.
And he's trying to like express this like powerful moment to a mom that does. She's like,
that's not even his mom.
Yeah,
like,
no. This was this was definitely a speech for the mom at the rooftop.
Yes,
and that mom did it, and this mom didn't get it. Yeah.
Are you like, this movie is trying to give people heart attacks? That's what this movie is trying to do.
I mean, a little bit. They succeeded, you know. I didn't think this movie was getting any hate whatsoever, because it just didn't seem like it should be possible. But like, there was a little bit of that whole, he's a Mary Sue, he's colored and all this jazz. Like, where does this come from?
No, where?
I mean, in comment sections.
So,
Yeah.
like Jeremy, like our last discussion when our mic was muted, I told you a story, and my story was wrong. So, like, it wasn't Donald Glover auditioning to like play Spider-Man in a movie.
Oh, you're talking about
there was a scene in Community.
Yeah, a scene in Community
where Donald Glover had Spider-Man fucking undies or whatever, and then Dan Slott, Spider-Man writer at this time, he saw that, and then he decided to make a black Spider-Man.
Yeah. I saw that same thing.
Yeah.
But it went into more detail. Like, he did try to go out for Spider-Man.
I just also wanted to correct. I just wanted to correct
so he did it on Community as a callback.
Yeah.
I just wanted to correct the story that I told you silently in our last live stream.
What's crazy is that tweet led to Miles Morales' existence.
Yeah. Yes.
And also we got him as the Prowler.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Yes.
Like that was I wasn't expecting to see him. So that was
all the lines he had as the Prowler were funny.
Yeah. He was looking at Miles like, "Can I help you, kid?"
Yeah. It's rude to stare.
Yeah. It's just like, I didn't remember exactly what he said, but like everything he said was funny, and it was fitting.
Plus, he was in the. Was he in the Tom Holland one or the?
Yeah, he was in Tom
Holland.
Holland.
Tom Holland one.
He was in Tom Holland. He's
my
like,
guess is he's from that
area. Around here, dude. Like, I don't want these fucking weapons around my neighborhood.
So he has a nephew there.
Yeah. And Spider-Man is still like, it's like, well, you're still gonna have to wait like 24 hours for those weapons.
You have to wait for like 2 hours before that dissipates. Yeah. Sorry.
Shouldn't have been a bad guy.
Oh my god, dude! Imagine if it's like you're like a 15-year-old kid, dude. You like steal a bike, and then you just get fucking webbed up by Spider-Man. Like, it's like, hey, dude, like,
fuck, dude.
Oh my god, dude! Like, you're gonna get roasted by every fucking kid in school.
Like, you stole a bike in front of Spider-Man?
Well, what is wrong with you, bro?
It's like those kids that try to bully the little kid in The Amazing Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is there.
Yeah. Like, why did you think any of this was gonna work out in your favor? Oh yeah.
But yeah, love.
They tried to do that same shit in Shazam too. They failed. But anyway,
I didn't see the new Shazam.
No,
It looked corny as fuck.
this was the first Shazam. This was the first Shazam.
The first Shazam, I liked the first Shazam.
At the end of the first Shazam, they fucking bring in Henry Cavill's Superman to fucking like for
you're right,
the cafeteria kids to fucking be like, oh my god, like no, like actually they're like those dorks are cool, whatever dumb shit.
That's true.
Of course, Superman joins the table. He's the biggest dork out of all of them.
Yeah,
he is. Even in real life.
Yeah.
Doesn't miss.
So go and see The Flash. George Clooney is Batman and Nicolas Cage is Superman.
Wasn't that like New 52 or like Crisis? I forget which one it was. Oh no, it's Flashpoint. It's Flashpoint. My bad. They're Flashpoint.
Go see the Flash movie because Warner Brothers doesn't even give a fuck about what they're doing anymore. So go see that.
And all I care about is a Peacemaker.
And SpiderVerse is a fucking
masterpiece.
Dude, like
it is a masterpiece.
The cinematic masterpiece. The SpiderVerse cinematic masterpiece. I love you guys all.
Yeah, love you all.
Toodaloo, buckaroos.
Cheers.
Bye.
See you on the next one.